Yes, sir. We here, baby. We live, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's freaking go, y'all. Gotta share the stream, man. Gotta share the stream. And the breakdown because we here. We here. Okay? We're here. Today is the day. Super excited, man. Super excited. The countdown is near, baby. The countdown is here. What's up, Jonathan? Can you hear me? Oh, we finna go stupid, man. What's up, man? What's up, dog? I'm excited, man. I'm super pumped. I'm tired as heck, too. I am sleepy. But gotta be here, man. Gotta do it for the culture. Super excited, though, man. Super excited. Super stoked. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Where we at? Hang on a second. There we go. It's almost time, man. I'm super excited for this year of college football. I'm telling you what I'm hoping for, man. I'm really hoping for dynamic lighting should be in the game and weather. I hope so. The lighting should, because every picture that they showcase, every picture that they showcase has. I seen somebody in the main chat. They in the stream. Appreciate you. Every picture that they showcase has something. It's like a night. Like this picture right here. It's at night. The lighting, like it's something big going on this year with the lighting, man. It's something big with the lighting this year. Dynamic weather would be dope. I kind of missed that. It's decent this year, especially. Yeah, bro. Like Killmonger, I hate. That's one thing that I dislike about most single player modes is that playing corner, like the camera angles are never good. Yeah, that was in the mainstream. Yeah, man. I'd have posted a link to this one and that one. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm excited, man. Another one. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir. It's crazy how fast this year has gone by. It's insane, dude. Like, cause y'all know I've been coaching and stuff like that, man. And surprisingly, y'all, I'm taking a break from coaching. We opening up, or we've opened up. It's already open. We running a donut shop, man. It pays way more than teaching and coaching, I tell you that. But food is also one of my other passions. So I just want to try to provide a better life for myself and my family. And so, tough decision. I miss it. So and to replace that though, the good thing about that is now I'll have more time to stream. I'll have more time to do videos and stuff like that. But I'm also gonna do, like, I've always wanted to do like a coach's corner kind of deal. And so I'm gonna use that this extra time to be able to do that kind of stuff and dedicate more time to YouTube and stuff. But I mean, I like it, man. It's a grind. It's 7 days a week. But I mean, shoot, so was coaching. I miss the kids already, dude. I don't miss the school I was at, but I miss the kids, man. Thanks for covering this. What's the plan for Dynasty? My hopes for Dynasty is that they literally, I'm telling y'all what I believe. Because they're adding real coaches to the game, I think that it's going to add so much more depth to Dynasty mode. Because by adding authentic coaches, you got to come with something. You can't just be like, hey, we putting real coaches in the game and keep the coaching stuff the same. You know what I'm saying? There has to be more added to Dynasty to support putting these real coaches in the game. Let me see. Let's go to the website, because I think they're going to be updating some stuff on the website as well. May not be there right now, but see the features. Oh, snap. Hey, I think they are, y'all, because on the website right here, when I click on features, nothing pops up. So they're going to be putting some features in the game today on the website. They just hadn't put it yet. So we're going to watch the live stream live together. We're going to go back and we're going to break down the live stream together. EA dropped a blog. Where is it at? Put the link in the. Will I be dropping Dynasty videos to the channel? Yes. And that's what I was saying too about working at the donut shop, man. Like, now I'll have time to do that kind of stuff, man. So I tried to do it last year, but I really kind of couldn't. Oh, my dumb ass. It's right here. Oh, shoot, let's go. Let's go. 300 real world coaches. Oh, don't let me miss this trailer. Hey, we gonna go back through this. Wear and tear. More like Saturday. Next level game day. Broadcast and commentary. New dynamic commentary. Taylor Desmond Howard. Reese Davis, as you make history on the field, battling back after a tough loss. Back-to-back 400-yard performances. Show off your championships. Yes, sir. Trophy room is back. Oh, shoot, y'all. Shoot, y'all. Hey, we got to go back through this, y'all. Oh, crap. It's a lot of information, y'all. Oh, we're going to go back through this, man. We are going to go back through that and break that down, man. We got to watch the trailer first. Let's go. We in this thing, man. We in this thing. Let's go, man. God dang, y'all. I want to read this. Here we go. Let's maximize it. Full screen. Four minutes. All right, we can unmaximize that. Hold on. What did I do? There we go. We can get off full screen right now. Uh-oh. What did I do? All right. Yeah, man. I'm from the South. I'm from Texas. But y'all from Texas. Hey, yo, man. From Texas, man. Texas born and raised. I broke it. That's crazy how these are the people that was actually there. Everybody else was filled in. Skip forward, I'm behind. I ain't behind. We on the clock, yes sir. Ooh, let's get it. I can't wait to read. The trailer aside, y'all. Okay, let me ask y'all real quick. Do y'all want to watch the trailer and then go look at the information and then do the trailer breakdown? Or do y'all want to watch the trailer, do the trailer breakdown, and then go look at the information? Let me know real quick in the chat. I'm trying to cater to y'all today. Kind of like Beyonce with Jay-Z. Just, no homo. I can cater to you. Did I eat all my chips? Dang, y'all know y'all have snacks, bro, and y'all just eat. The snack be so good, you forgot you done ate it. Info last? Heck yeah. Let's go. I like that. My boy Wilson. God dang, boy. What's up, man? What's up, Andre? It feel like I never left. Dog, I will tell y'all this though. Because of my work situation, dog, we are freaking going to be making more content with this game. You from Georgia? Yes, sir. We in this thing. We in the South, man. Trailer then breakdown. All right, so we're gonna do the trailer. Then we're gonna break down the trailer. And then I can't wait to read this information. I seen 300. Hold up. It's only 150 something teams. So if you got 300 real world coaches, that gotta mean that they gonna have coordinators in the game. Oh, if they got real coordinators in the game, oh my God. My coaching whistle. Ooh, my whistle hard, bruh. Let's freaking go. No more $100 lobster. Hey, I can afford it. Well, not yet. We just getting going. But hopefully in the future, I can afford a $100 lobster. I ain't never had lobster, bro. Never had it. Somebody said in the comment yesterday that these two dudes, Ryan Williams, they don't even like each other. And you got them on the cover. Shout out to the Colorado Buffaloes, everybody that told me I was stupid last year when I was saying they was going to have a good year. They made it to a bowl game even though they lost. Yeah, man, the coaching whistle. Got to bring that back. I see, you see I'm still, I ain't sus. I said my coaching whistle, dog. I'm hard for the information. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hard for you, dog. Chill, man. Oh, here we go. Shut up. They do got Sarkeesian in the game. High school stadium. Oh, these intros go stupid. Oh, let's go, Texas! Enter the Sandman in the game. Let's go. Yeah, this live stream getting copyrighted. Oh, they do the flashing lights. Y'all see that? On the touchdown celebration? Oh, they improved the blocking? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh! All right. My coaching whistle, I'm telling you, my coaching whistle rock hard, bro. My coaching whistle is rock hard for that. That little 30-second trailer, bro. But let's go bit by bit, okay? Gameplay including roster, not final. Representation of game and development. Bullcrap. Okay, so backing up, all right, because I don't want every team to do this. All right. I noticed that they did this with Texas, which Texas does do this. Okay. Y'all ready for the breakdown, man? So Texas does do this. Okay. Oh, hey, what did I tell y'all yesterday? In yesterday's video, I'm sorry to snap so loud on the phone. I mean, in the mic. Remember I told y'all, I showed y'all Nebraska's upgraded football field? They got it in the game right here. You see the black sidelines. You see the red field in the end zone. Let's go. EA own it. They own it. I told you. Details that we missed, dog. And we already own it, man. This is the 5-star channel, dog. We don't play with that. Anyway, I love the lights. Now, I saw Texas. I saw Florida. I hope every team don't do this. Because every team don't do this right here. But whatever. Let's continue. So I'm glad I paused it on that because they got the new field for Nebraska in there. You see Clemson getting off the bus, which is a big deal. So for those of y'all who may not know, they do the walk or whatever, but they take a bus to the stadium and get out there. But it's cool showing them getting off the bus in full pads. Auburn, okay, this is dope, bro. I told y'all about the lighting, man. I told you. Andre, I'm getting to that, Mr. Wilson. I'm still hype about that. The light show, I talked about it yesterday, and they got it in the game, dog. Let's go, man. My speculations be on point, man. I told you, lighting is going to be a big deal this year because every picture that they show has something to do with lighting. But the light shows, man. Look at my boy Steve. Look at my boy Steve. Boston College. Okay, so the first look at the high school stadium. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's meh. It's mid. That's what the kids say now. It's dog water. No, but that's cool. Will you be able to create one? I don't know. Okay, so even at high school, I want y'all to note something, okay? Because we talked about having coaches start at the high school level, which would be really dope. Look who's running out with him. It's the coach. The coach is running out with them. Bruh, I'm telling you right now, if I can start my coach career at the high school level and work up to a coordinator, bro, I'm telling you, boy, I gotta sip some juice because I'm telling you, I'm finna go stupid. All right. Okay, and then of course, you got them picking LSU with the intro. I love the lighting, dog. The lighting is dope. That sets it off. Rose Bowl. Anybody see anything different here with them walking out? Nope. Alabama after the touchdown. The Red Raider. I told y'all lighting is real big. Look at that. Look at Ryan Day with it. My son going crazy for that because he love Ohio State. I'm a Texas fan, so we're gonna be a house divided week 1. So looking at these other coaches though, look at that's beautiful, baby. That's beautiful, baby. I want to back up some real quick though, because where was the coaches meeting at midfield? I'm really hoping that they give the coaches more attire. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what we got. I'm not trying to miss anything on this, dude. Crowd jumping up and down. I haven't seen a jumbo. Okay, that's what I was looking for, the Jumbotron, but it's off. I'm telling you, please don't be. I hope they're not generic. My son got good taste. No, he don't. I hope that this isn't a generic thing where every school has their logo in the drones. I hope that's not, man, because that kind of takes away from everything. The uniqueness of the school. Okay, so I'm looking at the Jumbotron up here, and it still has that generic logo stuff on there. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that at all. So this is Kansas. By the way, them white unis is fresh. Why are they playing Alabama? Is Kansas on the Alabama schedule this year? The Sandman is in the game for Virginia Tech, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. I'm seeing a lot. Booner Sooner. So in reality, the intros seem to be okay, look at that. Look at the front of the line. Remember what I told y'all in yesterday's video? Remember what I told y'all with Tennessee? That wasn't coach running out with them. Look, he up there. He at the front of the line. That's the coach, man. That angle is dope. That angle is dope. I ain't even looking at y'all's comments yet. I got to get back to him, bro. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to miss. Oh, dang. I'm trying not to miss anything. You know what I'm saying? They got, look at that. You get the cell phone lights in the crowd and stuff. I remember back when college football games, they had the flashing lights. I missed that at kickoff when everybody doing flashing lights. Now, since everybody got cell phones, you don't even see that no more. Spin move out of the tackle right there, man. And that's gameplay, dog. Y'all know that's gameplay. I don't know if I like that spin move, though. One thing that I hope that they improve on with the quarterbacks in the pocket is make them fast. If they fast, make them fast in the pocket when they scrambling and stuff. It seems like they don't build up speed till you start getting upfield. It's kind of weird. That boy threw a duck, but he caught it, though. See? Oh! They got it, dog. I'm telling you. I knew it. We predicted it. We called it. Okay, one thing I don't like, the Jumbotron. In PlayStation 2... PlayStation 3 college football games had the actual game being shown on those Jumbotrons. Why can't we do that now? But I do like the lights flashing. Now, here's the deal with this. I don't want it to be where every team has flashing lights. This game prides itself on being unique to each team. This is not very unique if every team got their logo in the drone and every team got flashing lights during the touchdowns, okay? Can we be real? What y'all thinking in the chat? Oh, God! Y'all know how hard it is to truck people in the game? It ain't hard, but, you know, that boy got trucked. Look at that. Blah! Shout out to my boy Ryan Moody, because I know he having a fit with this trailer. He gonna try to find something bad. Big hits are back? Come on, tell me. His head across. See, his head's supposed to be around the back. That boy got decleated, though. I mean, graphically, the game looks the same. The lighting seems to be better at nighttime games. I don't know how it is for during the day. You probably got some new celebrations. That's kind of what they showcase in the light. Like, this game just looks amazing. Look at my boy Steve Sark. Arizona. I like it. I like it. Manning in the mix. Arch Manning and Steve Sarkisian. Okay, I'm not seeing a lot of drip from the coaches, man. I don't think they added a whole lot of different stuff in there, man. Look at Texas. I love it. I love it. Okay, they showing that for a reason, man. They showing this for a reason. Better downfield blocking, bro. Big hits. They probably going to bring the impact stuff over from Madden. I don't see anything gear-wise. Do y'all see anything? Stadium Pulse, I guess, is going to have a bigger... I would imagine they're showcasing this to say, like, there's going to be different impacts. They're going to be bigger impacts to, like, playing the rivalry games. Ooga Ugga Eye. Yuga Ugly Eye. Them boys bought a tire. Right there. My boy got a visor on, boy. Can I get a visor? Can I get a sweater? That's what I wanted to see. The drip for the coaches, man. That's what I wanted to see. The drip for the coaches. Lane Kiffin out here in this visor, man. I don't see, somebody mentioned the flags don't blow. I don't see that flag blowing, but it might not be no wind. We're going to keep it moving, though. Let me back up right quick. Yeah, another flag ain't blowing right there. And that's in Ohio State. Trash. I don't know. Do those gloves look new to y'all? The physics. Oh, they look good right there. Nice catch. Kept the foot in bounce. Y'all still ugly, though. New catch animations. I'm telling you, that's what this is, bro. New catch animation. That look like a face mask. New tackle animations. Broken tackle animations. Nah, he ain't face masking. All right, they got these trophies. It looked like the celebrations are better, man. Look, they even got their helmets off. They actually showing facial expressions. I don't know if they did in the last one, but it didn't look that good. Okay, so I'm going to get to hold up the trophy. I don't know why they showing Ohio State holding that mug. Anyway, national champions in the background on the Jumbotron. Looks like a recycle from last year. I ain't going to trip on that because, they showing Ohio State winning. Because, y'all, the national championship this year is at Hard Rock. It's in Miami. All right. Time for the juicy stuff. Y'all ready for this? All right, let me see the comments because I've been missing a lot of comments, y'all. I'm sorry. The ride around the stadium is dope. Yeah, man. Takes two. Yeah. Yeah, that's how high school looked. My high school didn't look like that. Mine looked a little bit better. I didn't go to Allen or things like that, man. I'm hoping the QB spin clip means we can do ball carrier moves behind the line of scrimmage. I'm pretty sure it does. I hope so. I wish they would have put FCS schools. Maybe in the future, man. All right, let's check out this info, y'all. Yeah, they got some notes. We already got it pulled up right here. All right, so welcome to college football. Welcome back to the Campus Huddle, your home for news on EA Sport. First, okay, so they still ain't updated the features part. Anyway, thank you to everyone who enjoyed College Football 25 and turned it into a cultural experience felt around the world. We looked at all of your PTO excuse forms. Yeah. Today we have a brief overview of the coming game modes, presentation features, gameplay updates, and more. Look for more information to be revealed this summer in our Campus Huddle deep dives as we move towards a worldwide launch on July 10th, which is earlier than last year. Remember, we are going to be doing live streams for all of these deep dives, all right? So be ready for that. We're excited to think about what's to come later this summer. College Football 26, the playbook will be in your hands. I'm interested to see about that because they basically saying it's up to us. Take your career starting from being an aspiring high school recruit to winning the Heisman Award, or coach your team to the College Football Playoff National Championship. With new plays, schools, players, and upgraded abilities, there are more ways than ever to bring glory home. College football gameplay. The screenshot looks amazing. I'll tell you, the lighting, dog. Look at the sunset. Maybe we do have dynamic weather. Our vision for what it means to experience college football continues to be wide open, fast-paced gameplay that's anchored by a swath of foundational football features like stunts and twists, custom zones, and improved blocking and coverage logic. Yes, this is a big one. And that one. Utilize dynamic substitutions. Okay. Dynamic substitutions. So we got those formations. So it's probably whenever we're picking the plays now. Well, you could already do that. Never mind. For easier fatigue management on the field, with additional upgrades coming to the wear and tear system. I like the wear and tear system personally. I was very iffy to see how I was iffy to see how wear and tear was going to work, but I like it. Eric dropped. Of course Eric gonna drop. He already had his video in the chamber. Eric went down to EA. For some reason, they ain't invited me yet. Got to get bigger, I guess. We overhauled archetypes to compass the unique skill sets you see every Saturday with over 2,800 new plays. God, y'all don't understand. That's a lot of plays. That's a lot of plays. 2,800 new plays and unique schemes like Rice's modern option and Penn State's gadget heavy. Thousands of players and over 300 real world coaches with true to life schemes. Yeah, that's that silverback action, baby. Beating my chest because I'm hype like that. That's big. 300 coaches, y'all. It's only 150 teams in the game. Think about that. This is our most authentic college football experience yet. Stay tuned to our gameplay deep dives to learn more. Okay, so 300 real world coaches. Real world. Say that's a tongue twister. 300 real world. 300 real world. Suit up for Dan Lanning. Compete against Kirby Smart. See right there? Yeah, man. That mean them coaches going to be there recruiting us. Compete against Kirby Smart. Recruit as or against James Franklin. Where Prime at, man? Go toe-to-toe with current coaches who bring distinctive play styles to the field. Strategize like they would with their unique playbooks for a more authentic coaching experience. Okay, they didn't go into much detail. They willing to deep dive, but here's what it says: current coaches. So with them having older coaches, older players in the game, are they gonna have the older coaches for like the older teams? I don't know. Strategize like they would with their unique playbooks for a more authentic coaching experience. I'm excited to see this, dude. 300 coaches. That means they got to have coordinators in the game, too. All right, wear and tear everywhere. The advanced wear and tear system delivers more realism and is now fully customizable to fit your play style. Manage fatigue strategically and save your favorite playmakers for key moments with dynamic substitutions that allow you to rotate players in and out on the fly. No pause screen needed. You can kind of already do that, though. Because when you're picking a play, you can do different packages. I'll say that. But understand, we still got a game clock. So maybe, or I would say this. You know how they do where you can adjust your tempo and all that kind of stuff? And it basically pauses the game without going to the pause menu. Maybe they're doing that for dynamic substitutions. I don't know. But if they do have authentic coordinators in the game, that means us as a coach, there's going to be bigger things going for coordinators. Okay, foundational football advancement. College Football 26 foundational football gameplay starts with improved coverage to give you confidence in shutting down your opponent and improved blocking to reward players' left stick skills between the tackles. Mine's go stupid. Feel the changes to our upgraded physics-based tackling system with new tackle types. I told y'all they got new tackles. And enhancements to the hit stick. I told you, the trailer showed that. They're showing that stuff for a reason. Experience greater control on both sides of the ball with the ability to call different stunts and twists to optimize your pass rush. A new custom zone feature to really dial in your coverage at the line of scrimmage. And several new abilities that we can't wait to talk about more in our gameplay deep dive later this summer. So that's big. And you want to know what part of the game they were talking about the coverages when they showed Oregon and Oregon State when the quarterback threw that interception? Does the defense dialing in one of those new twists and stunts and then adjusting the coverage to fit? Home field advantage 2.0. Experience enhanced stadium pulse effects, including a more intense camera shake. Boys, I don't care about the camera shake. They don't, New heads-up display visuals and clock distortion. Oh, that's big right here. Clock distortion. So now you better keep up with how much time you got. That's dope. And they do that to simulate, because when guys are flustered, you might not even think to look at the play clock, and thus you get a delay of game. That simulates the high pressure of playing as a visitor in hostile territory. Rivalry games, the college football playoff, and other high-stake matchups are now even more affected by stadium pulse. I told y'all, when they showed Oregon and Oregon State, I was like, hey, they finna do something big for these rivalry games. When you're on the road, use your confidence and composure to help counteract the rattling environment. I'm seeing coaching abilities all over this stuff, dude. Because they're gonna make home field advantage even more. So if you're the visiting team, these perks that you're gonna get from your coach are gonna be that much more valuable. More like Saturday. All right, we want you to immerse yourself in unforgettable game day atmospheres with more electrifying sights, sounds, and traditions than ever before. Feel the energy of new situations and stadium-specific music. That's dope. Enter Sandman for Vatek. Fight songs and dynamic commentary. It means the commentary is customized for the game itself. Experience a new presentation that reflects the importance of each game in the context of your season. I am so happy about this. Because one of the biggest deals with the presentation like that I liked in the past is when they really focus in on the game, on the current situation. Like, say I'm undefeated. You know, hey, both teams are undefeated right now. Or I'm playing with the Longhorns. Coach Dorsey and the Longhorns come into this game after a big upset. Not a big upset because Texas ranked high. After demolishing Oklahoma last week, you know what I'm saying? Or blowing out Ohio State in the opening game, they coming off. You know, it cater it to the season and the situation. I like that because it makes for a not so repetitive commentary style because it's catered to what's going on in your season. Saddle up in Stillwater, hoist the golden egg, and raise the sword as the king of turnovers at Coastal Carolina. We want to surround you with authentic, unrivaled school spirit so you can always feel right at home. Winning on the road was already dang near impossible. Your stick skills just suck, bro. I was blowing cats out on the road. My man in Fantasy World, heck yeah, man. Killmonger, you talking about Cap, bro? We knocking off them Buckeyes, bro. We knocking them off. Next level game day. Feel the stadium shake as you discover more of your school's unique pageantry, traditions, and sounds. With new PA tracks, including Metallica's Enter the Sandman. Big deal right there. 160 new school-specific chants. I hope they got LSU's neck in there. That'd be dope. New mascots. So somebody mentioned something in one of the comments about the mascots. Adding some of the mascots to the game, so they will. And band music. We know how much people love drum lines from the menu last year. ... So they being sarcastic here because what did somebody say in the comments today? They literally was talking about the drums. So they changing it up. We are going to change it up for College Football 26. We're bringing new marching band covers of popular songs to our menus for players to enjoy, as well as fight songs from schools around the country. Learn more about this in our presentation deep dive campus huddle article coming later this summer. So they are going to change it. They're not putting music on the main screen, but they're going to put like school fight songs and stuff, which I'm fine with that. Change it up because them drums do be. I like it, but it is what it is. Broadcast and commentary experience new and dynamic commentary tailored by Kirk Herbstreit, Chris Fowler, Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, Desmond Howard, and Reese Davis as you make history on the field. Battling back after a tough loss, back-to-back 400-yard performances, their expertise and insight adapt to your team's progress in Dynasty and your players' rise and road to glory. Y'all, that's huge. That was you, Favor? Yeah. They listen, man. This ain't Madden. If they do senior night in Rig, that would be awesome. That would be cool. Wish list, improve gameplay, improve equipment, customization, and organization with CFBS. Not under NCAA rules. Creativity is endless. Can add more creativity to the game. Yeah, but they still want the game to emulate what you see on Saturday. So they don't want to go outrageous. You know what I'm saying? EA, listen to it's the devs, bro. They love college football. Show off your championships. We heard your feedback, and thanks to you, Trophy Room is back. Thank you. Now is your chance to show off to your friends, your friends and rivals, how successful you really are. I like this for coach mode because, anyway, there will be multiple ways for you to earn different kinds of trophies. Coach and manage your program in Dynasty. Okay, so I'm getting coaching awards. And now they're going to add more because all they have is they have coordinator of the year as well now. So that's cool. Focus on your journey as a college football legend and road to glory. Dominate online and road to the college football playoff and compete in classic rivalry games. So they are going to have some of the older teams in the game. But from what it sounds like here is like it's probably going to be more like instead of having like the all Texas team or whatever, it's going to be, I don't know. Game mode, Dynasty. This is what I want to see, baby. How you create your Dynasty will now be more important than ever if you want to cement your legacy as one of the best coaches. Assemble an elite staff, upgrade your coaching abilities, and then lay it all out on the field. See, right here, assemble an elite coaching staff tells me that coordinators are going to be a big deal in this game. Navigate the now expanded and more unpredictable transfer portal featuring thousands of players each year. What do they mean expanded? They expanded the transfer portal? What did they do with that? Personal management has never been more important with new location-based visits. Interesting. Having the potential to give your program an advantage in recruiting. Personal management has never been more important with new location-based. What do they mean by that? Location-based visits. Having the potential to give your program an advantage in recruiting. What do y'all think that means? Highlighting recruits at your home games. I like that, dude. They're gonna do home visits. I mean, they should be doing that anyway, though. I mean, only thing that would sound like is that they're just going into detail about what the visit is. Personnel pronunciation. Personnel? What? Burns, what you talking about? Personnel, man. Did I say something wrong? Land critical talent for your team by managing new dynamic deal breakers and traits while trying to retain your favorite playmakers and cement your program's legacy. Interesting. Dynamic deal breakers. So I like the term dynamic. It just means that it's more customized to your team and what's going on in your season. AI is going to change how these football games work, bro. Because they'll be able to do a lot of stuff. More realistic, like area scouts. I got you. I said personal. Personal. Where? Personnel. Oh. Oh, right here. Oh, okay. Now, look, y'all. Look. I got a college degree. I can read, but sometimes I just, it happens. It happens to the most of us. Andre Wilson can't spell how. You know what I'm saying? But y'all fussing at me about personnel management. Anyway, college football cross play is here. I don't care about that. I don't really play online, but some people do. So, College Football 26 Online Dynasty now supports cross-play across Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5. You will now be able to run a 32-person online dynasty with friends regardless of platform. With the Members tab, you'll be able to see each other's user systems. To use crossplay, you will need an internet connection, the latest game updates, a valid EA account, and a platform account on your chosen platform. Crossplay is enabled by default in online dynasties, but can be turned off at any time by the commissioner in league settings. Why would you want to turn that off? Like, who cares if you're playing with somebody on Xbox? Don't let the English teacher slow you down. Yeah, man, he always doing that. He always doing that mess. I'm gonna block him for like 5 minutes. Wasn't trying to be rude, just two different meanings. Nah, dude, I know. You wasn't being rude. You know how we are here, man. We like to joke around and have fun. You failed English all through high school, so yeah, keep that to yourself. Don't nobody care. Nah, we care, man. We playing. We care. Tell him he sound dumb. Shut up, Andre. Andre. You. Wilson, you gonna hit the portal this year. One last note before you see you at the Dynasty Deep Dive. We're happy to announce that formation subs and a protected opponent settings are coming. Interesting. So by coming, pause, I wonder, do they mean it'll be at launch or is something that they're going to release later on in the game? Formation subs and a protected opponent setting. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what protected opponent is. Like, that's like protected games. I know when you scheduling games, you have certain things that are protected to where, like, no matter what, you're gonna play a certain team every year. I hope they just mean it's coming in the Dynasty Deep Dive. I'm assuming that the Dynasty Deep Dive might be the first one. What y'all think? We can protect rivals. I thought you could already do that, though. That's what I was thinking. That's why it threw me off, because I'm like, couldn't you already do that? Maybe not. Oh, well. Road to Glory. It's time for you to begin your ultimate student-athlete journey as part of the recruiting class of 2025. Choose from 10 new archetypes. That's good. and a rise from high school recruit to Heisman glory, with every decision shaping how your career will look. Build your highlight tape to earn an offer from your dream school and make that decision in the famous hat ceremony. Build your highlight. I wonder will we get to like pick what highlights to put into the game, or is it just a phrase that they're using to say ball out? Rise in class rankings and secure scholarships before other recruits. That's interesting. Because hey, Texas only needs 2 quarterbacks. They're only recruiting 2 quarterbacks. Be the first one recruited, or you locked out. I don't know. That'd be dope. Along with a new tier of abilities available to reach for your athlete. Earn coach trust, build team chemistry, and navigate the competitive recruiting process. Commit early. Oh, that's interesting. You couldn't do that before. I hope they put Allen Eagles and Road to Glory. They're not going to put no generic schools in there. Commit early if you found the perfect fit for you, or decommit if a better opportunity comes your way. That's cool. That is cool. Basically, lineups for certain teams can be saved. Bet. Appreciate that. Should have been in the game to begin with. You gotta think like y'all won't. They're not gonna be able to put every single thing in the game at once. You know what I'm saying? Making these games in a year, that takes a crap ton of work. Did they add more positions in Road to Glory? That's the only thing that matters. Well, they said there's 10 new archetypes. So I would assume that they have. The story YouTubers finna have a ball. Heck yeah. Your journey to become a superstar in Madden 26 is yours to define, because as soon as you're ready, your Road to Glory student athlete can begin their journey to Madden 26 superstar mode. Show off your skills, then show up for the big night and see. Boy, don't nobody care about this, man. Don't be trying to drop little tidbits to get Madden, bro. College football is selling harder than Madden. College Football Ultimate Team, y'all can read that on y'all's own time because I don't care for it. That's why it's like one paragraph. Anyway, we'll read it. Build your dream roster with legends from the past and current college football stars. Blah, blah, blah. Road to the college football playoff. Y'all can read that in your own time as well, because I don't care about that mode. Be the team to beat in college football playoff. Yeah. Team builder. This is interesting. Don't worry, college football 25 fans. You'll be able to import your custom team from last year seamlessly, ensuring your favorite created teams can be brought over with new features in Team Builder. You can refine your team's details and explore enhanced roster editing options, allowing for greater control over your identity and legacy. So basically, they're adding more options to the uniforms and the stadiums, hopefully. Stay tuned for the Dynasty deep dive to learn more about these features and how they'll elevate your gaming experience. And that's how the Team Builder was in years past. It's like you could keep the same. There was one site. It just saved everything. You just uploaded different games. Team Builder content can be used in offline play now and private Dynasty modes. Internet connection EA required. Can't wait to tell you more about your journey in EA Sports College Football 26. Stay tuned for future Campus Huddle deep dives about gameplay, your favorite modes and features later this summer. Interesting. Okay, so they did upgrade the features tab. Okay. Well, that's probably just the trailer, ain't it? Yeah, that's just the trailer. We ain't gonna watch the trailer again. All right, true college football gameplay. Prove your program belongs at the top with enhanced college football gameplay featuring new offensive and defensive mechanics. Experience new stunts and twists, then make dynamic substitutions when it counts. With over 2,700 new plays. See, they said 2,800 in the other thing. Dynamic substitutions when it counts. Okay, I already read that. 10,000 players and over 300 real-world coaches with true-to-life schemes. This is the most authentic college football experience ever. Suit up for Ryan Day. Compete against Kirby Smart. Recruit as we already read all that. Strategies like they would. More like Saturday. I love that screenshot, dude. Immerse yourself in ultimate game day atmosphere with more electrifying sights, sounds, traditions, feel the energy and situations, stadium-specific music. We already read that. They just took clips out of the other thing. Road to Glory, the ultimate student-athlete journey starts here. Rise from high school recruit to Heisman glory with every decision shaping your career building. I'm just trying to see if it's more information on these. Secure scholarships. Dynasty. Cement your legacy. I said comment. Assemble thousands of players each year. Personnel management. Personnel management, not personal management. Okay, so the deep dives. These are going to be. These are, if I'm not mistaken, these are what the deep dives are going to be as well. Because that's how they did last year. MVP bundle is there. Dog, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. So this is where the campus huddle. Well, I need to go and bookmark that. I thought I already had this bookmarked. Campus huddles will be here. Dude, this is dope, man. What y'all thinking, man? What y'all feeling? Internet connection required is whack. I mean, how internet connection for what though? For the team builder? How else would you be able to get your team onto your system though? Shut up, Burns. Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns. Scares me that there's no mention of stadium upgrades for smaller schools in Dynasty. Really hoping it's in the deep dive. Wilson, I agree with you on that. I would like to I would like that. Like, what college am I choosing? I normally do like 2 different dynasties. I'll do like a rebuild where I pick a random whack team, rebuild, and then I always do a dynasty with Texas. So I'll have 2 different ones going. But I'm with you on that, Wilson. I hope that they need to put something in the game for that because. But then here's the deal. Here's something to think about. One thing is, number one, dynasty mode. Are we going to get more than just 30 seasons? Because it used to be 60. What's up, Jamal? It used to be more than 6. It used to be like 60 seasons. They cut that in half. So number one, are we going to get more time? The reason I say that is because these schools don't upgrade their stadiums very often. A school like Kennesaw State, let's say they have a 10-year span where they're better. In 20 years, they may make a bigger stadium, but it's not going to happen very often. Does that make sense? You're never going to be able to edit real world stadiums. Well, he's not saying edit them. He's saying basically like they did in older college football games where you just build a new stadium. Not so much edit them. Does that make sense? So like Kennesaw State or Louisiana Tech. Let's say I want a bigger stadium. You know, the same way in Madden. Like Madden, you can literally rebuild your stadium. You can't edit the one that you have. You have to build a new one. I would like that. Just let us be able to make a new, bigger stadium for our teams. You know, I don't won the national championship 10 years in a row with Ball State, and we still got the same freaking stadium. Like, that makes no sense. We need more generic stadiums. Yeah. So for Road to Glory, 10 archetypes, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. Yeah. I would assume so. Archetypes, yeah. It's still in the game. I don't need more than 30 seasons. I can barely get through 15. Well, yeah, I don't know, man. With this game, like, because I find myself simulating sometimes. Archetypes aren't positions. I don't know. Only thing I'm saying is, like, if they're adding more archetypes, the archetypes are like your position types. Scrambler, pocket passer, field general. I just would assume if they're adding archetypes, they should add positions. Or at least let me upgrade how big the crowd is able to be. Yeah, but then that's the thing. Like, those seats can only hold so many people. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my thing is this. This is an easy solution. You already got that system in Madden where you can rebuild your stadium. All they have to do is just make it so you can rebuild your stadium. I can see that being a thing, and here's the wording that they would use. We've noticed that a lot of y'all love to do rebuilds. But a big issue with the rebuild is you're playing with a school like Kennesaw State, and you've won your 3rd national championship in a row, and you're stadium is at capacity, but that capacity is only 6,000. This doesn't reflect what would happen in a real world situation. So we're giving you the tools necessary to enhance your college football experience with stadium rebuilds. Now you can take your small powerhouse team and the stadium can now reflect the growth of your program. See this and more in College Football 26 Dynasty Deep Dive. Y'all like that? Y'all like that shit. Y'all like that shit, man. Yeah, EA. Holla at your boy, dog. Holla at your boy. Y'all like that right there, man. Yeah. Hey, you know what'd be funny? If they worded just like that. That'd be hilarious. Wilson, why you hating, dog? Decent. This boy said decent like he can do a better job. That's wild. You can't be a hater all your life, man. I didn't see any new accessories. I don't think there are any, though. What are people wearing that's not in the game? I know it's a few things. And they might. Glad Trophy Room is back. Yup. Well, here's the thing with Northwestern Stadium. So, they can do the same thing that some of the other schools did and give EA the blueprint because they know what the stadium going to look like. And EA can put it in the game. Turtlenecks, one leg sleeve, shiesty mask. Multiple bands on one arm. They added jetpacks. Boy, get out of here. They might add that later on. Let's go back and look at the trailer. Well, I'm already copywritten anyway, so. There's something in the air. Yeah, I don't like this. I already don't like this. They really need to put the game on the Jumbotron. They had that in older games. I don't like this. I'm telling you, dude, if every school is gonna have their name in the drones, I don't like that because it's not unique to every school, man. I've actually seen pictures of Texas do it with the Longhorn logo. But they didn't show Cal, Nebraska, Texas, and Florida doing this right here. I don't like that. I mean, it looks cool as crap. Something in the air. But what I will say is, what's up, Kyle? You know, Michigan does it. If the schools do it, by all means, put it in the game, but don't do it for everybody. Like, I don't want to be a Louisiana Tech and they got a freaking drone light. Like, come on, bro. And crazy to not even show Missouri in the trailer after back-to-back 10 wins. Every school don't use it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but you notice, like, Auburn doesn't have it. And notice that the screen is black, too. But they hadn't got to that point yet, either. And I don't know why they showed Boston College. It's some Boston College fans out there. I'm sorry, y'all. I wonder if the sun go down late afternoon because it didn't. No, it didn't last year. That would be a part of dynamic weather, a day and night cycle. Didn't it look like there was gameplay of the Jumbotron instead of... It did, man. In the video yesterday, that's what was interesting. When I looked at that picture of Tennessee, it wasn't... it wasn't generic. It wasn't a generic showing, and so it may be something that they update once the game comes out or something. This could be an early build. I'm hoping they do. But they also got that. Actually, that clip is. I'll go back to it later.
From Friday nights to Saturday nights, Chapel Hill to Pasadena, it crackles down our minds.
See, Jumbotron, generic right there.
Tradition, tension, roars that.
See, Texas actually does do that sometimes. So that's cool to see. Here's the deal though. Like, look at the sky. It's not completely dark outside. You know, when we play these night games, like you look at some of the other night games, it's completely dark. So I really hope they do, because I used to love playing the game where you say your kickoff was at 6:30 or 7. It might look like this outside, and then you come out after halftime and then it's pitch black. Another attention to detail thing that I like, y'all. Look here. This is where Texas band sits at. Because they're on the field, these seats are empty. That's dope. That's cool.
Remind our rival.
See, I'm telling you. See, but then the Florida game was like that too. Does Kansas play Alabama this year? As a college cheerleader, I'm hoping they don't make us look stupid again. I don't think they will. Enter the Sandman. Enter Sandman. I don't know if they got a new run out for ECU. Army, Navy, I guess. More mascots. See, so when you read the information, you go back and look at the trailer, it's like, yeah, those cheerleaders were hideous. Yeah, man, they need that. Get a cheerleader some love, man. Yeah, I love the facial expressions. Let me back up. Who was it opening the gate for them? I was just some random dude. But they coming out though. Okay, so the screen is black, just like the other stadiums. I don't know, man. But see right there, that's that generic screen, dog.
It shocks our nerves and ignites the place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't.
Okay, somebody said the Rice guy got a shiesty on. I don't even care about shiesties. I know some people do. I don't see where any of them is wearing one though. You can't tell. Look at that. That boy look like Eli right there, don't he? Steve Sarkisian. I mean, looking at the coaches' attires, y'all, they're pretty generic. All I'm seeing are polos. I seen one vest, and I saw a visor and a hat. I'll be happy if I can put on a visor and a hat, but that's a cool shot right there.
Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other.
See, that's the blocking and stuff. That's the hits. I like that play by the DB right there. That was beautiful.
There's something in the air.
This is the new dynamic, home field advantage rivalry game.
And gives the stadium a pulse. Built on pride.
The visor, bro. Dog, I'm beyond hype about this. Okay, so this is the screenshot that we was talking about. This is the one that we saw from the other day. and that's not a generic background on that. So maybe I don't know, maybe they are gonna do something a little different. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm still excited for it. Gosh, that looks freaking cool, dude. That looks cool. If you had somebody that didn't know a video game and you showed this to them, they would think that this was real. Like, that's how good that light. But then look at the night. Look at the sky. It's dark. It's dark, dark. It ain't like it was in Texas and Florida. So I don't know. I really hope they have dynamic lighting. But that looks freaking gorgeous, bro. That looks freaking gorgeous. Look at the lighting, bro. I told y'all they was going to do some stuff with the lighting. Ryan Williams had a tuck jersey. He did, didn't he? He don't have one right there. Any new teams? Yeah, there's going to be some new teams. I know Delaware State is in there. A couple of other teams. Dynamic weather would be dope. It just starts raining and stuff, or people expect big changes to graphics 1 year later. Chill. No, I don't. And I said it in the video the other day. Like, don't expect any change. Graphics are pretty much going to stay the same. The only thing that they'll improve is lighting. The lighting, people don't understand. Lighting can change so much from a graphical standpoint. So understand, like, oh, he talking about the chat. Oh, my bad. Yeah, graphics ain't gonna improve any on PlayStation 5. What you see, that's the peak level of graphics. Now, what you're gonna see is things that are gonna make the graphics look better, i.e., the lighting. Okay, the lighting, they'll change the lighting and it gives a more realistic feel. And then they may do stuff like sweat drops on the players and stuff like that. But I mean, when people say improve the graphics, like, what do you mean? Because graphically, the game looks outstanding. Like, look at that image, bro. Like, how? You know what I'm saying? We all know that this is a video game. But you look at Harris right here. Just look at Harris. Focus on Harris, because it's hard for us to discern because we know it's a game. But if you took somebody who didn't know what a video game, that hadn't seen a college football video game, and you showed them Harris right here, they would think that that's a real image. My wife has literally come into the room and seen me playing the game sometimes, and not knowing that I was playing the game, and asked, "Oh, it's a football game on?" No, that's the game. She was blown away. She's like, "What?" People want GTA 6 graphics, but need it for sport. Yeah, man, you gotta be realistic, man. And honestly, GTA 6, bruh, GTA 6 looks good because of lighting. The graphics look good, but so do they. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, like, graphically, that looks phenomenal, dude. Same thing here, man. Like, yeah, only thing they're going to improve on is the lighting. Being a Georgia fan, this is a realistic view. What you talking about? Now, you talking about the picture, or you talking about him getting caught on like that? Which one? I mean, like, yeah, you know that's a game, but the lighting, dude, the lighting changes everything. Hey, graphically, yeah, you can improve how the shirts look and stuff like that, because that, you know, that buddy ain't looking like that in that shirt, man. I mean, doggone, dude, you can see the lines in the jersey. Like, graphically, the game looks phenomenal. Probably won't see better graphics until the new console comes out. Honestly, you won't even see them then. I don't believe you'll see them then. I think we've kind of peaked graphically. I don't see how you can make it look any better. The lighting is what changes everything. Hope they nerf mid blitz. Anybody know about cross-platform in Dynasty? Yeah, we read that. There will be cross-platform play in Dynasty mode now. And it's It's on by default, but if you wanted to turn it off, you could turn it off as the commissioner. But yes, crossplay will be in Dynasty. Bro, undershirt is white. What's wrong with him wearing a white undershirt? Y'all nitpicking, bro. What? You could change your undershirt color. Yeah, you could change that. Yeah, you could change your undershirt cover. But that's dope, dude. I'm excited for this. God dang, I can't. That image right there, dude. That looks so freaking cool. But here's the deal. I really hope these intros aren't the same because they got the lights going around the stadium. Remember they showed North Carolina? They showed the same thing. Fireworks, lights going off around the stadium. Like, can we be unique about that? The player interests are the same, but not every team does those light things. I don't know, man. A lot of them do, though, so I get it. I get it. Okay, so the flak jackets. So I seen somebody mention that in the comments. That it doesn't look as bulky, which I like that. That's good. It shouldn't be as bulky. See, the his jersey looks to fit a lot tighter. It's you could tell he's got a flak jacket on, but it's not near as bulky. I don't know. Maybe it'll look different in game, but dog, man, I can't wait to play with Texas, dude. It's gonna be dope. Night game's gonna be tough, yeah. Not only from a look standpoint, but bruh, O line with sleeves. You can put sleeves on anybody, man. You got some O linemen out there that wear sleeves. They need to focus on not trying too hard to make moments and just let us play. I hate in big games somehow. It's 10 fumbles when it ain't no more than two. Bro, I don't know what you talking about. I haven't had no issues with fumbles like that. That's crazy. You know you can go into your settings and turn down fumble frequency, right? I think you can. I don't know. I haven't had like I haven't had where the game kind of takes away big moments. Does that make sense? Like if it happens, it's just a part of the game, but something like that, that's crazy. Florida boy, yeah. Overall, it looks amazing. Yeah, the game looks good, man. The graphics was already there. We just needed them to improve on like some of the game features and stuff. See, they're showing the screenplay. Screens are notoriously hard to run in this game. You really do gotta set up a good pass protection for a screen. And it's weird because screens they basically just let the people come through anyway. But by them showing this screenplay, I hope that they are gonna improve how screens work in the game. Dude. I can't wait, dude. I cannot wait, man. If you look hard, curious to see those deep dives for real. Yeah. I'm ready to see those, man. Is the spat type tape bulky? Probably. The cow drone looks sus. What you mean? Like it's not supposed to be there? Now here's what I wonder. Like the drones. Could this be like a presentation type deal? You know what I'm saying? Not so much that the drones are actually there at the game, but like maybe a EA broadcast kind of presentation deal. When it's dark, it looked like too. What? Dude, you want to go back to that, man? What are you talking about, dude? What? What are you doing? How you doing that? How you doing that? See, that's what I wonder. Like, are those at the stadium or is it like a broadcast kind of deal? If it's a broadcast kind of deal, I think that is kind of cool. But bro, I'm telling you, I better not be at freaking Kennesaw State and I got drones in the air. I don't think every team does that though.
Friday night.
Can we spectate CPU games in Dynasty mode now? I don't know. Burns a fan. Hey, yo, yeah, broadcast would be dope. I can't wait to see. I like the presentation elements, dude. I'm telling you, a good stadium post. I mean, a studio update type stuff
To Pasadena,
would be real cool.
it crackles down our spines.
Trying to see like some different stuff that they. I mean, here's one thing I would like for them to do: fix the freaking sidelines. The band is out there playing before the game, and you got coaches holding up signs like it's players on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we doing that? Can we get some authentic sidelines, man? What was the logo on the high school field? It was a coaches or conductors. I don't know, man. You know, it was a snake, a serpent. Yeah, rattlesnake. The Rattlers. But dude, they really need to change that, man. Army, I like this right here for the Army Navy game. I think that's pretty dope. USF, I have no idea why they're there.
Electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't.
I'm hyped for this, y'all. This is gonna be so dope.
Scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other.
See, that's a QB right there, man. Like, yeah, the flak jackets don't look super bulky. The gameplay deep dive, I don't know, man. It's almost like a month away from release. And you've got several deep dives. I think the way that they did the deep dives last year, I think they were like a week apart. Let's go look at the deep dives from last year. So, oh man, the Dynasty deep dive was the last one. So the official teaser, we already had that. The reveal trailer, okay. After that, they did the gameplay deep dive, sights and sounds or whatever deep dive, and then the Dynasty deep dive. So the gameplay deep dive should be first, and then that's improvements to the gameplay. If they follow suit like they did last year, sights and sounds it'll probably be the same thing. Another deep dive for that, and then Dynasty deep dive, and then the gameplay first look. Now they could do a deep dive over Road to Glory. I don't think they will unless there's just drastic improvements. That could come in the gameplay deep dive because they didn't mention a Road to Glory deep dive. They did mention a gameplay deep dive, and they also mentioned the Dynasty deep dive in the notes. Every 2 weeks, like a paycheck. Yeah, I'm thinking that like every 2 weeks or something like that. So the reveal trailer. Let's look at this. I'm gonna just do it like this. I'm opening the image. I don't want to open the image. I'm tripping. Open link. There we go. Okay, so the reveal trailer was May 17th. I'm just trying to map all of this stuff out, man, so we can kind of get an estimate. I mean, at the end of the day, they gonna do what they want to do. May 17th was on a Friday for the reveal trailer. It's what, Thursday? And we got one, but May 17th, the first gameplay deep dive trailer was May 31st. So it was 2 weeks after the reveal trailer came. I mean, the gameplay deep dive came 2 weeks after the reveal. My bad. Okay. And so that was on May 31st. All right, the Sights and Sounds deep dive was on June 26th. Golly. That is 1, 2, 3, almost 4 weeks apart. And then the Dynasty deep dive from there, so that was on the 31st. I mean, the 26th. The Dynasty deep dive was literally a week after the Sights and Sound deep dive. And then, of course, the gameplay first look was a week after that. So I think it's just a matter of whenever they get it ready. Because, like I said, this was on the 17th. This was like 2 weeks later. This one was like 4 weeks later, the Sights and Sound deep dive. And then this one, remember, because we were like, dang, we getting close to launch. Why haven't they released these deep dives? So maybe they'll do different this year, simply because you don't have the same window of time right now. Okay? It's already finna be June. We literally, where before where did they do the release trailer? On May 17th, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks last year. Okay, 9 weeks to get all this information out last year. This year we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's like we've got like 5 weeks for them to get all of this information out. It could literally be a deep dive every other week. I mean, if you got 1, 2, 3 deep dives and a gameplay reveal, the gameplay reveal kind of came. If I'm not mistaken, it came the same week that the game came out, July 8th. No, because the game came out on the 15th. Early play was on like the 13th or something like that. So a week before the game came out, we could get one every other week. Because they only have a month till the game comes out. They got to get all of this stuff out. Heck, we could get a deep dive as soon as Monday or Tuesday or something like that of next week. I don't know. Most of those other deep dives came during the weekend, though. I mean, it was random. May 31st was on a Friday. June 26th was on a Wednesday. July 8th was on a Monday. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried or nothing like that. It's just trying to get, a lot of times they'll stay the course and kind of do the same stuff, but it's really up in the air. The only thing I'm saying is they only have 5 weeks basically before this game comes out. The timing is very tight. Last year was different. It was the first game in a decade. True, but the release date was also a whole week behind, and they started showcasing the game way earlier. Like I said, they had basically 9 weeks. Here, we only have about 5. That's literally 1 month and a week before the release. You got to have all of that stuff out before the game releases. That's sold 500 million in the first week. Maybe they feel like they don't need to promote it as much. No, it ain't that, because even with Madden, they don't start talking about Madden till like a month or 2 months before the game comes out. Yeah. They're not behind where they were last year. Like, you got to think last year, number one, it was way more information last year. Way more information last year than this year. because there are improvements, but it's not as big improvements as you've seen from last year. So the deep dives probably won't be these 200, 300, 30-page things and stuff, because that was last year was setting a foundation. This year is a bit different. So with them not the deep dives not being as big, you can get them out sooner. Because if I'm not mistaken, even last year they changed the release date of the deep dives. They were supposed, remember, I think that was a controversy, not a controversy, but I think that's something that we talked about on the channel, where the deep dive was supposed to come out one week and then it didn't. And they delayed it. They was behind on it. Yeah. Let's go to Eric's channel and see what he talking about, because he might have some more information. You know, he an insider. If y'all can hear that rambling, I'm sorry, that's my gummy bears. Y'all just gotta deal with it. Because I want me a snack or something like that.
We got the trailer and we got a blog on the EA Sports website. This video is sponsored by EA. They did help me get some of this info a little early so that I can get this info ready for you guys. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn the bell icon on, because we're going to be getting tons of info, every few days now, because we're getting close to...
I'm smacking? My bad, bro.
Gameplay, Dynasty, Road to Glory, presentation.
Too early for candy? Ain't never too early for candy.
We're trying to get to 650k subs before the release of this game, so if everybody watching just subscribe, we can hit that number today.
I'm trying to get 100,000.
All the way through with sound, so we're just going to kind of talk about it, because I was running into some copyright issues for some reason. Sometimes it just happens on YouTube. But pretty hype trailer, in my opinion. We heard Inner Sandman, so we know that that's going to be in the game, which is great, because they didn't get it in last year for whatever reason. And now it's kind of the centerpiece of the trailer this year. So for Virginia Tech fans, you're going to have that. Of course, we're seeing some different mascots, some different stuff in the intros. So in the reveal trailer, I mean, there's only so much we're going to see, because it's not really a gameplay trailer. We can't really tell how the game's going to play, what they've tweaked yet. We're going to learn more about that in the weeks to come when they do a gameplay deep dive.
100K cavities.
Some cinematic shots. So
hey, give me my play button.
Get much out of that trailer, but you're going to see some of the presentation, so we can see that it looks like they've added onto the pregame intros for teams, which is great. Keep building it out, make them more and more lifelike. It looks like they've added some different things for teams that wasn't in the game last year for their pregame. Definitely saw some new mascots in that trailer as well that weren't in the game last year, because if you remember, I believe there's only like 50 or so mascots last year, so we're definitely going to see a lot of new ones in the game this year, which is cool. Obviously, we saw a little glimpse of high school, which we knew was going to be in the game already. But I'm just excited to dive into this blog. So keep
stomach doing flips? No, I don't.
It's just going to kind of be a brief overview of what's coming.
I got a six-pack, baby.
Out the bullet points
I'm Gucci.
over right now. But in the weeks to come, when they do the gameplay, Dynasty, and Road to Glory deep dive separately, we're going to find out a lot more in those days. We're going to find out all the little stuff that, in my opinion, adds up to make a big deal. Today is more just kind of some of the bigger bullet points that they want to advertise. So we're going to start off here with the true college football gameplay. We're going to see what they're going to let us in on with the gameplay here. It says, our vision of what it means to experience college football continues to be our wide-open, fast-paced gameplay that's anchored by a swath of foundational football features like stunts and twists, custom zones, and improved blocking and coverage logic. Utilize dynamic substitutions for easier fatigue management on the field, with additional upgrades coming to the wear and tear system. We've overhauled archetypes to encompass the unique skill sets that you see on Saturday. With over 2,700 new plays and unique schemes like Rice's modern option and Penn State's gadget heavy. 10,000 players. Ethiopian
stomach. Hold up. You going to hell for that. That was messed up, man. What you talking about? Them super dark skinned kids with them bloated stomachs, bro? You going? That's crazy, dog. On a Thursday morning, bro. I don't even want the candy no more. That's crazy. Why would you say that, man? You are a terrible human being, Anthony. That's messed up. The ones that be having them flies on their face. I know the dentist hates you. I only been once. Only been to the dentist once. My teeth are good. I don't like how they're still giving us no type of Jumbotron graphics in the game. I agree with you on that, Coach. I agree with you on that. I don't like that either. I think Road to Glory gonna have a camera that follows your player, so it feels like you actually in the game. Yeah, man, I had to see. You heard me sitting the bag down, cause this boy talking about these Ethiopian kids. You wild for that, man. My cousin always said, man, I think that stuff fake. He's like, cause if a fly on your face, what you gonna do? You gonna swat it off. He was like, but them kids in them videos just be sitting there with that fly on their face. The high school camera ain't gonna give that. But that was an intro too, though. I had to pause the dang video because Anthony up here talking about Ethiopian kids' stomachs. I was messed up.
With true-to-life schemes, this is our most authentic college football experience yet. Stay tuned for our gameplay.
My type of humor, man.
So right there, I mean, that's little tidbits, but that sounds good. Over 2,700 new plays, that's quite a lot, especially when you think of how much was in the game last year.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Obviously, we're going to have a lot of new players because different rosters this year, but over 300 real-world coaches, which to me sounds like there's even assistant coaches and stuff, or maybe in Dynasty and stuff like that, you can maybe hire old coaches. Like, let's say Nick Saban could be in the game and you can bring him out of retirement. I don't know if that's the case, but that sounds pretty cool. But they also mentioned stunts and twists, which have not been in Madden for a very long time, and it's something people have asked for. So if they're putting stunts and twists in this game, that means likely it's going to be in Madden as well. But
bro, nobody care about Madden.
Pass rush schemes back, which is awesome. Custom zones, I can't wait to see what that is. That sounds crazy.
Custom zones, bro. Like I could run cover two on one side, and I could run like a cover two concept on one side. Because we used to do this in college too. Depending on what the offense was in, you know, our base may be like we call it buck or buck up, which is like our cover two, a soft cover two, and one was a hard press cover two. But depending on what they line up in, if they're in trips on one side, like they motion the trips, hey, we can still play that cover two type scheme to the boundary or to the two receiver side. But then to the three receiver side, we can shift to look more like a cover three. So that's what they probably mean by custom coverages. You're not just limited to, hey, this is cover four. Y'all play cover four across the board. I could play cover four, but then transition to, hey, might switch to like man on one side. Alabama used to do that with Nick Saban. They would do a lot of different looks like that. Yeah. So that's probably what they getting at. They didn't add the coach to player sticker on the quarterback helmets. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because they do got that in college. You know, Eric cares since he get money from mentioning Madden. The coaches talk to them in their helmets now.
Obviously, improved blocking and coverage. That was two of the bigger, talking points all year. That coverage and blocking wasn't that great. So it looks like they've done upgrades there. We'll have to see when they put the deep dive out. And also more upgrades to wear and tear. So that sounds pretty cool. Now, they also do go on to mention a little more about the coaches, saying you can suit up for Dan Lanning, you can compete against Kirby Smart, recruit as or against James Franklin, go toe-to-toe with current coaches who bring distinctive play styles to the field.
Interesting.
Like they would with their unique playbooks for a more authentic coaching experience. So it's good to see that. Obviously, we saw coaches in the trailer. I don't know if they're using exact...
You said compare both 25 and 26 trailer? Yeah, we could do that. I would like to see recruits actually decommit. Burns. That's one thing that they talked about last year. How they remember I think I even talked to you about it in the Discord. Y'all, by the way, join the freaking Discord. Burns has done a phenomenal job setting that thing up, man. Like, get y'all asses in there and get in on the conversation. But anyway, yeah, so one thing that they talked about last year was people getting to decommit. I've never seen a player decommit from a school.
Face scans. I wouldn't say they look one-to-one like the real coaches, but I think they look pretty close. So, I mean, that works for me personally. But
recruits did decommit. It just wasn't often. I had it happen maybe once every couple of Dynasty seasons. Well, I can see them. I've had them do it to me. Like, I had it to where I had a guy that was committed. I had a losing season or something like that. What basically happens is if you had a recruit that had a deal breaker, let's say his deal breaker was playing style, and it's a wide receiver who likes deep routes. We throw the ball deep. And then all of a sudden I just start running the ball a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I've seen an instance where like that receiver decommits because now you don't fit his playing style anymore. But what I haven't seen as far as decommits is players from other schools. I've seen it happen for mine. You know what I'm saying? 70 seasons deep and never had it happen once. Yeah. I've had it happen to me. Actually, I'm not even going to say he decommitted. I was just locked out. So, yeah, I guess that is a decommit. It's rare. I've seen it happen to me one time. But I've never seen it. My issue is it happening to other teams, I mean. What's up, Samuel? You watching from the SIP? That's from my dad's side of the family from Mississippi, man. What part of Mississippi you from, man? I lost a commit to Auburn. I left him on my board. He ended up decommitting from Auburn and signed with me. See, I never had that happen.
But I wouldn't say they're exactly face games, but I could be wrong. Now, they mentioned with wear and tear here on the website, they say the advanced wear and tear system delivers more realism and is now fully customizable to fit your play style. You can manage fatigue strategically and save your favorite playmakers for key moments with dynamic substitutions that allow you to rotate.
Eric got to have a hard job because he knows everything about the game right now. Because he's been down there, he's seen it. But he can't say certain stuff till at a certain time, bro. You know how hard that is to make a video knowing and sitting. And that's difficult for me because I do a lot of speculation. A lot of my speculations come true. And so it's like, if I was to like start going to EA and stuff, I don't even think I could do speculation videos because they'll be like, oh, that changes the game.
Take players in and out on the fly, no pause screen needed. So that sounds really good right there. They also mentioned foundational football advancements. It says college football 26.
Bro, I don't even know why I'm watching this. He's not going to give any information that we don't already have. Just being truthful. Like he can't say certain stuff. Yeah, he can't say certain stuff. Dang, dude. Look at the streams, bruh. Y'all remember a 10-hour stream, bruh? How did we do that? But y'all showed up and showed out, man. We got 11K on that video. A gameplay watch party, 17K. 17K on the live breakdown. Bro, y'all showed mad love, dude. 39,000 on Road to Glory reveal. So, okay, so they did do a deep dive on Road to Glory then. So, they did... I'm trying to find... Okay, so they did the reveal right there. That's the same one. That's just news on the game. Breakdown, deep dive, RPO breakdown. Ah, man. I got to get back and doing the gameplay stuff. Mr. Dorsey people in Monroe and my Dorsey people in Monroe and my grandma. Anthony, what? Hold on. What? What you mean your Dorsey people? Anthony, what you mean your Dorsey people? I'm from South Meadville. See, my family from Greenville, Hollandale, Pantherburn, Simmons. They all in that area. Commentary wasn't really bad for me last year. Scroll up. What are they talking about? I got Dorsey people in my family, but all from Monroe, Louisiana. Dog, I need to look and see if I got family in Louisiana, bro. We might be related. My last name Dorsey. That's crazy, bro. Let me find out. We found. But yeah, so we did the breakdowns Presentation deep dive. They had several deep dives. Doggone it, why I just don't go to the freaking college football 25. Come on and load now. Yeah, they did several deep dives. I think I may have missed one because I know I had to work. That boy said just do Ancestry.com. Welcome to college football. Okay, so the gameplay deep dive, they even got the dates. I didn't even have to do all that extra work. The rankings, I remember that. College football, sights and sounds deep dive. Dynasty deep dive. Ultimate Team deep dive. Road to Glory deep dive. We didn't do a live stream on the Road to Glory deep dive, did we? Oh, yeah, we did. My stupid self. I'm tripping. That's the one I didn't see on their channel. And that was on the 11th. And that was, the game released on the 15th. Yeah. So, Road to Glory and Dynasty were the last couple of things. Y'all, we might get it. We might. How many deep dives is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all, we might get a deep dive every week. If they follow suit what they did last year. We may get a deep dive every week, bro. I'm just subscribing now. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to being a 5-star subscriber. My buddy Samuel, y'all, done got out the portal. He stopped being a Poindexter and he 5-star now, man. Good looking out. Welcome. 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 Passer, members, and friends. One stat I really need them to get right is the catches allowed stat for DBs. Yeah. Cause in Road to Glory, I played with a DB all day, man. Cause I played corner. But to me, like these games don't reflect being a good corner. Like it doesn't reward you for it. If I'm breaking up passes, if a quarterback is not throwing to my side of the field because I'm in coverage with my guy everywhere, the game doesn't reward you for that. Instead, a teammate across the field misses a tackle and you get a negative mark. You got family in Houston too? Yeah, I got family in Houston. I think everybody got family in Houston, but I got some family in Houston. EA might fumble us, but we just gotta wait for the deep dive. I don't think they will. I think they combine a few of these this time around. This isn't a return for a long hiatus. Yeah, that's true. So, because like I mentioned, they did mention a Dynasty deep dive. They didn't mention a Road to Glory deep dive. I could see them doing it, but they didn't mention it. So let's compare because this was the reveal. Campus IQ. Iconic atmospheres. Game modes. Team builder. That's it. They basically did a deep dive for most of those, though. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think we're looking at maybe 3 deep dives. But they're gonna be, since we basically got a month. We got the month of June and that's it. Because the game comes out on the 10th, right? Early access is before that. So we essentially have a month that they got to get all of this information out, which is good because then we don't have to wait as long. Welcome to the DM and M's. Boo, Kyle, you taking it back for that one, man. You taking it back with that one. We do need a better camera. Yeah, I stress that so much in Dynasty mode. I mean, in Road to Glory. Heck, let me just use the regular game camera mode. Like, I don't need that immersive camera angle. And I remember in previous games, they gave you the option to turn that camera off and utilize the standard game camera. I like that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm playing like quarterback or running back, now if I'm playing DB, yeah, that camera does make it a little bit better, but I didn't understand as a corner. I got penalized for everything the defense did. Yeah, it's stupid. That's what I'm saying. A pass goes to the other side of the field and, you know, they catch it. I get penalized for that. It's like, that makes no sense, man. 3 days before, they still gave us a deep dive after early access started and before launch. I don't think they did. I don't think they did. Cause last year early access was what, on the 12th? The game came out on the 15th. I don't remember them giving us a deep dive that week. Let me go look and see. Cause I could recall they did. I just don't remember which one it was. Nah, it wasn't. The Road to Glory deep dive came out on the 11th. Early access was on the 12th, possibly the 11th. It was a video. I don't think so, man. I know Madden has done that before. The gameplay first look, is that what it was? No, because I remember we did a live stream on that. And the game wasn't out yet. Yeah, that was on July 8th. That's the only thing they did. This was the last video that they posted, but it was right before the game released, because one thing we were upset about, we was like, bro, the game come out this week and they haven't even done like the gameplay trailer or whatever. Like, we was pretty upset about it. The Dynasty deep dive was even real close to release. I remember that stuff. Road to Glory deep dive was on the 11th. I'm like, the game comes out this week, and we, Dynasty was on July 2nd, He might be talking about the Ultimate Team probability pack. Oh, maybe. Yeah. That's probably what it was, because I don't ever pay attention to Ultimate Team. But it could have been that. That came out on the 15th. Launch week kickoff. But I mean, even that, like the Road to Glory deep dive, that's pushing it. That's one day before the early access. I'm going to have PS4 and PS5. What? They only got it on PS5. What you talking about, Eric? I mean, Samuel said that. My bad. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, you can't predict these kinds of things. But, guys, we literally got like 5 weeks till this game comes out. So, that's pretty cool. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks from today. 6 weeks from today, the game actually comes out. 5 weeks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So really, like, you might as well say 6 weeks. We got 6 weeks. 6 weeks, 3 deep dives. You still got your gameplay reveal. Dog, I think we're going to be eating every week, man. I've heard issues between crossplay with Xbox and PS5 were desync issues. Either way, on the 7th, we all playing. Oh, yeah. Because in the club, we all fam. I need to go ahead and get my deluxe edition. I'm on my game, College Football 2. Oh, yeah. Yeah, College Football 25 has been fun. It's been fun playing that game. To this day, dog. Like, it's crazy. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have yet to play a full season of Road to Glory. Because I've always been in Dynasty mode. Road to Glory is fun. I like it. But I hate the freaking camera angle. I do. I don't like it. Make the business grow. Abso-freaking-lutely. You ready to play with Delaware? Other than playing early, what's the purpose of getting a deluxe? Some people like the Ultimate Team stuff. I just get it to play it early because I don't feel like waiting to the 10th. I'll pay that extra money to be able to play it 3 days early. Plus, with me being a content creator, like I basically get a return on that investment. You know what I'm saying? But I got to do a better job this year of making those videos because last year I remember Burns, and you can attest to this. Like I talked to him about it. Like once the game came out, like I got there was a lot of support before the game came out. Once the game came out, like my views just tanked. You know what I'm saying? And I get it that you know, people got the game at this point. Like the type of content that I do is more build up related. I'm going to give you information and speculation, you know, and that's something that I want to work on this year is actually providing content once the game comes out. And, you know, like I did in my series, making the, what did I plan on doing, with the, like the SMU rebuild, you know, the Untamed series, you know what I'm saying? Like I had that stuff set up to do, and me coaching football this year was different than the previous year because of time. We were there way longer than we were the previous year with the other athletic director. And so I wasn't able to do those things that I wanted to do because I would go to work at 5, 6 in the morning and I wouldn't get off till like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And that ain't even on game nights, you know? So now with this job that I have the ability to do those things. And that's what I want to get into doing. I don't like my son, but he's still here, so suck it up, Buttercup. Wow. That's a wild, that is a wild statement. If you like Ultimate Team, you'll get it, but I don't care about that. Coming new game, Madden 26. Game. We was all on the game. Yeah, and I get it, Richie. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then you look at like is his name Bordeaux? Like that cat, the game is out and he's still getting hundreds of thousands of views. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the content is there. Is there people willing to watch it even though they're playing the game as well? But it's one of those things where I wasn't consistent. Because of the job that I had, I couldn't be consistent in making that content. Yeah, I'm not working at the school no more. So now I have that time. I miss it though. I'm going to get back into coaching eventually. But this business opportunity, like that don't come around very often for people to own their own business. So I had to take advantage of that. What other games do I play? Man, I play some of everything. Real talk. Like it's a bunch of games that I'm looking forward to coming out for real. For one, Crimson Desert, that game right there looked dope for real. I played Assassin's Creed. I was playing Expedition 33. I play everything, dude. It ain't too much that I don't play. What business did I start? Donut shop, man. Took over a donut shop. And we got one location already, but there's another location in another town right beside the town that we own the one in. And we're probably going to get that one by the end of the year. So we'll have 2 locations. And it's crazy because like in the donut world, like the majority of these people that own these donut shops are Cambodian. I have no idea why. It's kind of like the Middle Eastern people owning all these gas stations. Like even when I called to put in orders for my product, the people are Cambodian. Cause the lady asked me, she like, you speak a Cambodian? I was like, nah, like this America, nigga. Like, oh shoot. I'm just saying, dog. Like, she speak Cambodian. She asked me if I spoke Cambodian. I'm like, bro, the name of y'all's business is Texas Bakery, and you asking me if I speak Cambodian. Like, but it's true. Like, a lot of them are Cambodian. Even the lady my wife works for or worked for, she Cambodian. College themed donuts weekly. No, but you know what, Burns? Because of the platform that I have with this business, um, I was thinking about doing a launch party at the donut shop. And having some door prizes, maybe give away an Xbox copy and a PlayStation copy. Bring the TVs up there, man, and just making an event. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, on release day, y'all ain't gonna be watching the channel. Yeah, it was a business before me, and we bought it out. We basically took it over, and then we'll do the same thing for Redwater. Well, we didn't buy it out. We bought into it. We took it over. It's ours. It's in my name and everything. So it was already open, and the lady that was running it, she opened up her own because it's kind of like a franchise deal, if that makes sense. I ain't gonna get into detail about that, but she got out from under the people that owned the name, and she went and started her own. And so we basically hopped in. You know what I'm saying? Send me some info. I'll send you some merch for giveaways. Oh, bet, yeah. And so that's what I'm thinking, because I was like, dang, release day, I want to sit there and play the game. You know what I'm saying? But here's what I'm going to do, okay? Early access is on the 8th or the 9th, the 7th, right? It comes out on the 10th. Early access should be around the 7th, possibly the 6th. So I'm going to do a release day stream, but it's going to be on the official release date of the 10th. Does that make sense? That way I can still enjoy the game 3 days early, make some content and stuff like that. And then where I stay at down here, or where we have the donut shop, you know, I'm gonna have a launch party or whatever. I think that's going to be real cool. I think that's going to be real cool. But yeah, the lady was like, all of them are Cambodian. So now you got this black dude with dreadlocks running a donut shop with his Mexican wife. Like, 7th, official is the 10th. No, official is the official release date is the 10th. It ain't the 12th. Or is early access the 10th? I thought it came out on the yeah, it comes out on the 10th. So early access is on the 7th. Official release date is the 10th. See? Early access, July 7th. 7th through the 9th, which y'all know is really going to be like the 6th. Like it was last year. It was supposed to be the 12th, but it was really the 11th. Maybe miss midnight release. Man, bro, I miss them days, man. You just go up to GameStop, 11 o'clock, you get the game, get home, dude. Like, yeah. Yeah, 3 days early access is July 7th. So the actual release day. So what I'm going to do is I want to have that launch party at the donut shop. You know what I'm saying? Let the kids in the area come in, play the game, and enjoy it. Shoot, I'm gonna cook up some donuts and different stuff like that they can order, have some snacks, some door prizes and stuff. And then I'll do that on the 10th, which is on a Tuesday. Nope. That's on a Thursday, which is perfect because that's not our busiest day. Black and Latino mixed families. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Early access starts at noon this time instead of 3 p.m. Is it noon on the 7th or on the? Let me look. I can look on the PlayStation. Heck, I remember on the PlayStation that mug was like 2 days. It was like a whole day before. But yeah, you're right. It was at like 3 o'clock or something like that on the previous day. So it was the 15th. It was on the 12th, but it was actually the 11th at 3 o'clock. So let me peep game and see. It's a busy day today, man. I got to go look at a house this afternoon, and then my daughter got a basketball all-star game. My kids graduating Friday, man. Like, both of them, they in the same grade, and they graduation Friday. So kind of excited for that. I really wish they bring back college basketball. All right, so let's look at this. College football 26. Uh, they've already updated it on the PlayStation site too, the little features and stuff. Where you go on the PlayStation, it used to tell you when like the game was available. Yeah, it just says 7. Okay, yeah, 7 on the 7th at 11 a.m. That's wild though. That's kind of late. If it's a 3 day early access, in my opinion, it should be at 2. You know what I'm saying? At midnight. That ain't 3 days, bruh. Expected playable date July 7th at 11 o'clock a.m. That's wild. Noon on the 7th. Nah, I say 11 for me. It starts at noon? Yeah, it don't say noon for me. It say 11. Or did I just say noon? Yeah, mine say 11 a.m. Yeah, mine says 11 o'clock a.m. So they doing it by time zones. Do I think Coach Prime gonna be in the game? I think so. You thought I opened a brand new business? Nah, man. We took one over. I mean, it is. It's ours. We do our own thing. Like, but it's rumor they bringing back another. Yeah, I can see them bringing back college basketball before baseball. Rumor says you could play as the water boy. Shut up. That's cool, man. I'm excited, dude. I'm really really excited. Like I said, a lot of stuff going on, man. Just trying to navigate it all. What made you want to get into donuts? Honestly, I like food. I'm a big foodie. I do like food reviews and stuff on my Facebook sometimes, and like just the creativeness to it. And it was an opportunity that was there. Like, it wasn't like I was like, hey, I want to run a donut shop. It was just like my wife came home one day and brought up the opportunity. Like, hey, the lady that she worked for was like, she finna open up her own, and she was like, y'all want to take this one over? And I was like, man. So I didn't never wake up and just been like, oh, I want to do a donut shop. Like, is it lucrative? Yeah. You can make money at a donut shop, dog. Like, I'll put it like that. Where we're at in Maud, we don't get real busy at that particular location. It's like $500 a day on the low end. So, but I mean, you still got your taxes, you still got your expenses and all that. But like for that shop to be that slow, I mean, you still like at a minimum for most days, the minimum that is like around $500 a day. Slide you some kolaches for sure, man. And then like the one in Redwater, like the low end for that store is kind of like $700 to $800 a day. But like, shoot, you go to Texarkana and a low end for him might be like $1,200-$1,500. He might be pulling in $2,000 to $2,500 a day. Like when you do the math on that junk, bro, it's ridiculous how much money you make at a donut shop. Not to mention the product is not that expensive. The donut flour and stuff. I mean, like the stuff that we'll order from Maud probably uh maybe $3,000 a month. It's about $1,500 every time I order product or whatever. But I mean, it's not that expensive. Like, I mean, you can make enough to order your product in 2 days, 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, margins, like it's profitable. I will say that I make more money there than I do at the school. Even like I'm saying, like what I would bring home after I pay my taxes, after I pay my employees, after I do all my business expenses, the amount that I would bring home is way more than what I would make at the school with coaching. So it's pretty straight, man. Do I miss coaching? Absolutely. It ain't even like, bro, I miss it. I miss it. I loved coaching. I really loved coaching. Me deciding to go and run the donut shop, I did that for my family more than I did for myself. I was fine coaching. I loved it. I love the relationships that you build. I love the relationships that you build with the kids. I like being a coach. I love the game. Only reason I did this donut shop was for my wife and kids. Like, honestly, because my wife busts her butt. You know, she want to have more money. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And me coaching, like, shoot, we was kind of paycheck to paycheck, you know. So that changes things. And then being able to provide a job for my kids, like, they work for us. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't got to go out and go try to find a job somewhere else. That's the only reason why, bro. If I was single, I'd still be coaching. I'm serious. I love it. And so that's why I want to utilize this channel, and I want to utilize, you know, I still want to do some stuff in the sports world because I miss it. Yeah, coaching, god dang, it's so much fun. So much fun. I miss that a whole lot, man. And it ain't even football season yet, but I miss it. Coaching is rough here in Florida. Most of the coaches got second jobs. I bet. I mean, coaching and teaching, only thing is like, you know, people don't understand. Teachers don't get paid over the summer. Like, you don't get paid for June and July. Travis Garrett. Which donut shops? It's the one that we took over is the one in Maud, Texas. And then there's another one in Redwater that we're gonna try to get later this year. How did we do last year in football? We made the playoffs. I think we won like 4 or 5 games. It was a turnaround from the previous year. We didn't make playoffs that year. You know, first time in decades, really. But it was okay because we dropped down in a classification. You know, if we were still up, we probably could have still eked out a playoff run. But we lost in the first round to Wascom. They beat the brakes off us, bro. It was wild. That was a crazy game. But I'm interested to see how they're going to be this year because we lost a lot of our linemen, and there's not really many linemen coming up that are quality. So, you know, they have the skill guys. They definitely have the skill guys, but there's no linemen offensively and defensively. So that's going to be a huge issue. Not to mention the defensive coordinator that came in with the new AD, he already left. And so did like 2 or 3 other coaches. So, including myself, like, so he's having to basically build a whole new coaching staff, and it's different. It's different, man. Me and my friends talked about how many kids we coached the other day after 300 just quit. Yeah, man. What school? Paul Pewitt. That's the school I was at, Paul Pewitt, and we were 2A. Last year we was 3A. And we should have been 2A last year, but we was like 1 kid over the limit. And so we dropped down to 2A Division 1. We was in a district with Cooper and Honeygrove. Honeygrove was legit this year. But next year, I mean, Pewitt should be better. They should, you know, it just depends on the linemen. But yeah, we dropped down to 2A. Track-wise, they dominated. Everybody went to regionals, but it's one of them, like I said, if we was still up in 3A, that wouldn't have happened. So we needed to drop. You thought about Little League to keep the coach fire going? Actually, no, I never even thought about Little League. I didn't. Never thought about Little League. I guess because like with me working at the donut shop, I bake. I do all the baking. I make all the the donuts and stuff, and I have to go to work early, bro. Like really like 11 o'clock. In order for me to get everything done in time, I have to go at like 11 o'clock at night to get everything done by like 4 or 5 in the morning. So I can't do anything where I'm out late like that. But I didn't even think about Little League, man. I was doing this 7-on-7 thing with one of the other coaches there, but the issue with that is it's like AAU, man. You traveling, you going to Fort Worth and Louisiana, you going all over the place, and most of those games and stuff are on Saturdays, and they're like 2-day tournaments, and I can't afford to be away like that. I mean, parents ask that in school ball. They ask why their kids ain't playing and all that kind of stuff. Is there a trailer dropping today? Said, where you been, bro? Rewind the live stream, my guy. They already dropped the trailer. The trailer was I'll play it for you. I'll play it for you, big dog. Be quiet so you can hear it.
From Friday nights to Saturday nights, Chapel Hill to Pasadena, it crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals. We're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites the place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse. Built on pride.
There you go, buddy. Scott O'Gallagher just tweeted out. Somebody retweeted something about the plays, and he mentioned that there's. They said he said over 2,800 new plays and 45 new formations. 45 formations. Like, bro, that is crazy. By the way, appreciate y'all for showing the love on yesterday's video, man. I really appreciate that, man. That video got over 1,000 views, over 3,000 views in one day, in less than 24 hours, man. I appreciate that. I've had videos get more views, no doubt, but it's like, man, it's, I appreciate that. We got a lot of subscribers, too, from that. Trying to get to 1,000, man. I mean, 100,000. Get that play button. But I got to be more consistent. Got to be more consistent. I wonder what's the percentage of those are defense versus offensive. I don't know. That's a good question. Does the high school's head coaches hires the coaches, or is that up to the school boards? So as far as the athletic director, Kyle, the school board hires the athletic director, and then the athletic director is the one who hires the coaches. Now, as far as coordinators, like offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, I think they still have to meet with the school board, but no, that's on the athletic director. The only person the school board hires is the athletic director, because that's that is considered an administrative position, like a principal. They're on the same level with the principals and counselors and superintendents, like all of us admin. But so the school board hires the athletic director, and then the athletic director hires the coaching staff. I wonder if we get in the 3 high formation that's not in the 3-3 stack. I don't know. I think I didn't even think about that. Like how much of that is defensively. I can imagine a lot of it is. I mean that you are going to have some of that being defensive in that percentage. So yeah, sure, yeah, that's how it's going to go down there. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I cannot wait, dude. I can't wait to get more information, more detailed information. Anyway. I think that's going to be dope. And I'm excited for it. Any ideas on new drip? None right now. I didn't notice anything from watching the trailer. Somebody else may have. Like I look, but I don't look like that. Everything looked the same to me from last year. Equipment wise. I think the head coach picks his staff. Yeah, in Texas, the AD picks his staff. Now, like me, this past year in school, I was head girls basketball. I didn't get to pick who my assistant coach was. Like the athletic director hires the coaches and he assigns them. Does that make sense? Which is crazy because the head football coach, I mean, they get to pick who they want for positions. I actually kind of did pick my assistant. I told the AD that's who I wanted and that's who he put there. So, but normally that doesn't happen. You just, hey, this is your assistant, It depends on the school. Sometimes the AD picks, sometimes the coach picks. Yeah. In Texas, and here's the deal in Texas, a lot of times your athletic director is your head football coach. Or at least at the 3A and below level. I don't know like at your 6A schools like Allen and stuff, if the head coach is the athletic director. A lot of times with those schools being that big, over 5,000 kids and stuff, they'll have a separate athletic director. But like at the 3A level where we play at, and down here, man, your athletic director is the head football coach in Texas, in the smaller levels. Why they do it that way, I would assume because athletically, football brings in the most money for the programs in general, for that whole athletic program, same way in college. So I'll imagine that's why they do it. Because over in Arkansas, the head coach isn't the athletic director. Not now. They changed it. It used to be. Some of them do make a lot of money. Some of them don't. You'd be amazed. In Virginia, most of the time, the AD picks the head coach and the head coach hires his staff. Yeah, and that's how it is in Texas, too, for the most part. It really depends on the AD. Like I said, in the smaller schools, you don't really have that luxury of like say if I'm the head basketball coach, I can pick who I want to be my assistant. You don't really have that luxury because you don't have people just knocking down the door to work at these smaller schools. So the athletic director says, hey, this is my staff and this is who I'm going to assign to what positions, But also when you apply for the job, like you can apply for, it'll tell you assistant basketball or something like that. Does that make sense? But the athletic director chooses that. My school got an assistant coach that played tight end at UGA. Yeah, them ADs. Allen AD and head coach, same guy. Okay, see? So even at the big schools, like, you see that a lot in Texas. The athletic director is normally your head football coach. The AD may have coaches that they want the head coach to keep on staff, and usually they oblige. Yeah, in Cali, the head coach was never the AD. Yeah, in Texas different, dog. Football is king. Football is king in Texas, dog. I love these live streams. It feel like I'm hanging out in Auntie's basement with Cuzzo in it. Yeah, man. I like the live streams, man. That's how we do, man. We'll watch some trailers. We'll talk and stuff. We'll sit here and laugh and joke and all kind of stuff, man. Like, it's a vibe. And it got that way. Like, Kyle remember back when I started live streaming Madden, bro, it'd be like 2 people in there, my wife and Kyle. You know what I'm saying? And then it went from that to like where we get at now, like be like hundreds of people in there, and then hundreds more, thousands more people watch it later on and stuff. And like I went through a depression after I left GameStop. Started doing a paper route, just kind of struggling to find work and stuff. And Kyle remember I started doing the Madden streams, and like that legit got me through my depression because it was an escape. And then I started growing. Like the channel started getting like, and then, I think back then my channel, I think maybe had like 3,000 people. Kyle, we got up to like 10,000 in a few weeks, and it was like I'd wake up to 500 new subscribers. Like it was crazy. It started out I wake up to like 10. Oh, we got 10 subs, and then it was like boom, we started getting 50 a day. And then it was like 500 a day, and then we got up to like 10,000 subscribers. And then I stopped covering Madden and started covering Dragon Ball Z Kakarot before it came out. And we went from 10,000 to like 16,000 subs. And then I made this short and got like 3 million views. And it jumped from like 16 to 36, kind of like where we at now when I started covering college football and stuff like that. So do I think this year I'll run a Dynasty league? I can make that happen this year. Remember last year, I couldn't do that because of football. Me and you talked about that. I just didn't have the time to play, even on the weekends. Because the weekends were different than they were the previous year. We was basically off Saturday and Saturday. This year it wasn't the case. So, yeah. Best player I ever coached against? Oh, that's tough. That is tough because when I was coaching at Hooks, I mean, we played against some talented kids. And then even here at Pewitt, like, for example, one running back at New Boston, the school that I graduated from, he's got like 20-something Division I offers. Coached against him. There's some guys at Hooks that I coached when they were in middle school before I went to high school at Pewitt. One of them, he's playing safety at Mississippi State, Jatavius Johnson. Keyshawn Walls, he was a good running back. Sucker was good. Trip Basinger, Liberty Ilo, he's going play college football. There's one kid at Troop that we coached against. He's going to Kansas State. It's talent all over the place. I don't know. That's a hard question to say coached against. Yeah. You was watching since Madden 18? Heck yeah, man. Appreciate that. I remember I found your channel with the first video you did, Project Z. Yeah. And I covered Project Z a year before that game come out. And I made a promise to myself I was gonna do a video every year, every day, and we did. Just about a video every day, literally, and that grew the channel so much. East Texas is really talented. Yes, and that's the thing. In the game, my area isn't considered East Texas. It's considered North Texas. And I'm like, that's not accurate. North Texas is like your Amarillo area. Where I'm located is East Texas. Because we literally got the phrase Beast Texas that we use. It spells out beast, but you capitalize the E. All the schools in the area go along with that because this is East Texas. It don't get more east than where we're at. You know what I'm saying? But in the game, when you put like Texarkana, for example, it doesn't say East Texas. It's so stupid. I'm like, these cats don't know what the hell they talk about, bro. But dude, it's some stupid talent in this area. Because where we live, we like 2.5 hours from Dallas. 3 at the most. Like, I'm all in this area. Texarkana, Dallas, Longview. Like, everybody in this area is hella talent on this side of Texas. I saw you in the varsity football game Discord. Are you still following that game? Oh, man. No, I'm not anymore. I hadn't paid attention to it. I didn't even know I was in the Discord, to be honest with you. Need you in my online dynasty on college football. 17 years strong, 20 users. Yeah, eventually I will get into that. Get into the online thing. Gilmer has some studs for sure. Gilmer, heck yeah, dude. Jalen Hale went to Alabama. 5-star recruit. Gilmer. Aaron Hampton. I will say that. We didn't play Dangerfield this year because that was Pewett's rival, was Dangerfield. We didn't play them this year. We played them last year though. No, we didn't play them that year either. Played them the year before. Anyway, Aaron Hampton, Alabama. There's some talent in this area. Terry Bussey playing at Texas A&M. Guess where he came from? Timpson, East Texas. God bless. It's a lot of talent in this area, dude. My family from Tyler and Longview. Heck yeah. So yeah, you know then. D-Field and Longview got guys. Yes. Dangerfield always got some guys. Longview too. Some studs. Marshall. I went to Big Sandy my sophomore to senior year. Okay. So I graduated from New Boston. And then I went to play college football at Southern Arkansas. I coached at Hooks, and I've been coaching at Pewitt the past 4 years before, now stepping out of coaching. Tyler in the house. Yeah. I'm from Louisiana and played Gilmer my senior year and was like, East Texas is on another level. Dude, Gilmer and Texas High and Texarkana. Y'all remember back a few years ago, well, probably like over 10 years ago, where like this was the start of when high school teams started playing other big name high school teams. And I'll never forget that Gilmer and Texas High was going to play all these different schools, and they was beating the brakes off of these schools. And that's when I realized, like, bro, Texas football is on another level. Texas and Florida and California. Louisiana got some studs, though. Bastrop, Louisiana, they normally a powerhouse. Ohio got some good programs. Georgia too. But, I love that. I love seeing these high school teams go and play other teams from other states. But I remember, dude, like, when Texas High and Gilmer, they went on that tour or whatever, playing all these different schools, and they was beating the mess out of them. Bastrop in your neck of the woods. It was, when I was at SAU, we had 2 guys that was from Bastrop, and them boys was legit. Like, one of them wasn't even supposed to be at SAU. He was supposed to have went to LSU. But I forgot what happened, and he ended up at SAU. And then another dude, he played corner. He actually got signed by the Cleveland Browns, but he didn't pan out. And shoot, we had Don Unamba, corner. He came from Mesquite. He made it to the NFL. Cedric Thornton, defensive lineman from Southern Arkansas, from Star City. He ended up going to the league. I think he played like 7 years in the NFL, though. This is a black ass moment right now, but the smell of fried chicken is leaking into the break room right now from the chicken wing spot, and it's making me hungry. Bruh, go get you some chicken wings. Sound good, man. Chicken wings do sound good. I don't know if that's a black moment or what, though, but Corsicana destroyed us every year. They were built like Captain America. Yeah, man. Texas is different, dog. I would say, man, like, Wascom always got talent, and they're right there on the border, Texas-Louisiana border. Longview is always talented. Texas High, Pleasant Grove down here in Texarkana, they always loaded. Shoot, they had 2 players from Pleasant Grove get drafted, and I think they got drafted like two or three picks apart from each other. Landon Jackson and Nick Martin from Oklahoma State. Jackson had went to LSU, but then transferred to Arkansas. Both of them got picked up. You got 3 hours to lunch break? Oh, man. Gilmer always gave Gladewater that BTA. Yeah, dude. Gilmer, man. Them some studs. I'm going to tell you, one of the best teams consistent in Texas, Gunner. Them white boys be balling out every year. It don't matter who they see in the state championship. They don't lose. But I saw this thing on YouTube about like how they run their program, and you see why they win. Because even at the pre-athletic level, like 6th grade and 5th grade, they already instilling that in them, and they lifting weights and all of that. Like kind of like Gilmer does too. Like they start them kids off young. Carthage, oh my gosh, man. Surratt. Interesting thing, Coach Surratt from Carthage, he used to coach at Texas High. And when he was at T High, I want to say they won state when he was there. And that cat went to Carthage, and just unloading. Every year, them suckers are loaded, bro. I'm from Missouri, but nothing better than Texas. Facts. Didn't Longview get in trouble for having a 22-year-old on the team? I don't think so. I hadn't heard that. Maybe they did. We lost Baker Mayfield in that state game in 2012. Who knew who would go number 1? Yeah, Gunner don't play, dude. Them white boys be shoot. They remind me of like South Lake Curl back when like Chase Daniel was there. How every year them cats was in state winning games. You like, these white boys out here balling out. But Gunner, man, they dropped down. They was 3A winning. Then they dropped down to 2A and still winning. No, wait, Gunner's still 3A. I'm tripping. Yeah, Gunner 3A. I mean, you even look, Pat Mahomes, White House. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts, Texas. Like, dude, the level of talent on the east side of Texas is insane, dog. West Texas, yeah, it ain't a whole lot of talent in West Texas. But then too, like the bulk of your population ain't in West Texas. The bulk of your population is in Central to East Texas. So it's like, you know, teams ain't, you know, even when you look at the state teams, like it's rarely a team from West Texas in there. Southwest Arkansas, Texarkana, Arkansas, yeah. They call it the Arklahoma Tex. Arklahoma Tex. Southeast Oklahoma, Southwest Arkansas, Northeast Texas, and Northwest Louisiana. Loaded with freaking talent, dog. Yeah, I miss coaching already. I literally on my board, my whiteboard in my game room here, I drew up some coverage. My friend that coach asked me about some coverage stuff, and I drew that stuff up on the board. Like, I was like, dude, I miss this so much. That's why I got to find a way to bring that stuff to the channel, man. You found me on the Madden 18 wish list video, Kyle. And yeah, Kyle, you've been here ever since, dog. I mean, through every game, you don't even like Dragon Ball, and you was on the Dragon Ball. Like, you talk about support, bro. I appreciate it. Give me my quarterbacks from Cali, my running backs from Texas, and my wide receivers from South Florida. I don't know, dog. If you look at I'm going to tell you, Texas got some quarterbacks, man. Jalen Hurts and Pat Mahomes, both from Texas. Kyler Murray. He said Tyler Murray. Kyler Murray, he from Texas. He played at Allen. We seen clips of our games, and you coach us through our coverage matchups. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, yeah, that would be a cool thing, dude. Send me clips of the game. The coach, because what I want to call it is the coach's corner. That's what I want to call the channel. But I also want to cover, I want to do like real life coverage, like real life football stuff too, as well as like the video game stuff. Southwest Arkansas, yeah. Texas got the best quarterbacks. I'm ashy. Who ashy? I ain't ashy. What you talking about? You hear me scratching? I ain't ashy. But if I had to pick one from each area, I only want my running back from Texas. I don't know, man. Texas loaded, bro. I got some lotion right here, man. Let me put on some lotion because Burns talking about I'm ashy. You know, it's crazy. I was scratching my arm. You put on some dang lotion because buddy talking about I'm ashy. I ain't ashy, man. DM, who got deep middle responsibility in a cover two? Nobody. It's cover two. It depends on the route, because in cover two, that means you got two high safeties that are responsible for each half of the field. Now, if you say in deep middle, if the ball is on the right hash, then technically the safety on the left side is going to have the middle by default, if that makes sense. But in a general cover two, it's not so much who has deep middle. It's okay. So it depends on the route combination by the wide receivers. Let's say you in a double set, you got twins on doubles on both sides, receiver set. On the left side, the receivers run a corner route and a hitch combination. On the back side, the slot runs a post, and then the outside receiver runs a go route or a hitch. So in that instance, that post is going to carry to the middle of the field. So the safety on the right side of the field will have deep middle in that instance. Does that make sense? But generally in cover 2, there's like nobody dead responsible for deep middle. That's what you would see in like a cover 3, where you got a deep outside contained, deep outside on the other side, and then a deep middle contained. And then even in the cover 4 where they kind of split the middle. But in cover 2, there's no person like you have deep middle, if that makes sense. Joe Burrow. Middle linebacker? No, the middle linebacker drops. He doesn't have deep middle. He has the middle. It ain't even hook to curl. He has the middle between the hook to curl zones in the cover 2, depending on if you in cover 2 zone or cover 2 man. He said linebackers are supposed to carry depending on the route depth. Generally, you don't have your middle linebacker going 20, 30 yards down the field to cover a deep route. Because the thing is, in cover 2, your corners are still in man. Even in the cover 2 zone, like they got flats, but if they don't have anything in the flats, they should continue to get depth. So if there is a vertical route, they can still cover it because your linebackers in the cover 2 zone has the hook to curl, so they're close to the flats to be able to break on something like that. What would you say are 3 wish list things that weren't discussed today that I want to be in the game? What do you mean by underclassmen recruiting? Oh, I know what you're saying. That's tough because even like regulations, I don't think you can even officially offer them until like they a junior or sophomore or something like that. Deeper staff management. I would say the staff management would be cool. 4 years of high school and road to glory. Heck, no, I don't know if I can get with that. For me, I would love to see like the spring game come back. It's a big deal. I would like to see more depth in the coaching system. And then, God bless, it was something else. If you hadn't asked me that question, I could have told you. Linebacker about to get smoked. Yeah, man, your middle linebacker ain't, heck no. All you gonna do is run him off and then just run the ball right where he was at. To be able to start with at least juniors. Yeah. I could see that, recruiting them as a junior year. Yeah, I would like that. A lot of kids get offered as juniors. But yeah, I gotta find something to do to stick around football, man. Like, I miss coaching already. Coaching sports, period. Even like basketball was an experience for sure. Speaking of which, they need to come out with a college basketball game, man. They really do. College basketball in the game would be so dope. Spring game would be legit. Have early enrollees. Yeah, and early enrollees is another one, man. Early enrollees is another one. I love the courage from EA Sports with college football 26. Take my money. The courage, but they doing the same thing. I forgot that Scott O'Gallagher follows me on Twitter, y'all. I forgot he follows me. I'm finna retweet the live stream. I forgot he follows me, bro. He followed me last year when I was covering the game. But they never called me down to Florida. When I saw the snake logo on the field, I thought the FCS schools were in the game. Nah, yeah, that was high school. FCS ain't in the game. Not yet, anyway. College basketball would be overdose. I'm all for it, baby. Overdose and give me Narcan. We gonna get you to Florida. Get me to Florida for what? Coaches don't get paid. Coaches don't get paid here either. What you talking about? You get paid like football for me. A football stipend. My football stipend was like $4,000, and that ain't monthly. That's like, football season lasts what, August, September, October, November, and I mean if you in the playoffs, December. So like 4 months at least, you're guaranteed 4 months of football. So that's like $1,000 a month to coach football. You know what I'm saying? Basketball stipend was like $3,500. Track stipend was like $3,500. So I made like 10,000 or so from coaching. Like, and I'll say this: the reason why it's not a lot is because of the hours. You put in a crap ton of hours, man. Yeah, you put in a stupid amount of hours. Let's go to Twitter, man. Let's see what's happening in the college football world. Pilot branding in Neyland Stadium made it into. I talked about this yesterday, man. Remember I seen that? I was like, oh, that wasn't in 25. And then they actually put it on there. It's cool. What made me stop coaching? I got an opportunity to run a donut shop, run my own business. So, and that's something that I've always had a goal of doing, is being a business owner, like having my own business, being my own boss. I'll put it like that. So that opportunity came up, and I just took advantage of it, We'll see how it work out a year from now, If I hope that I'm in a position where my wife can kind of like, we're in a position we don't have to so much work the business. We just got employees, and then I can get back into coaching and running from the sideline. I bet doing them taxes ain't fun. I got a person to do the taxes. Appreciate that, Florida boy. Yeah, it's a lady. I talked to her yesterday, actually. I got to send her some stuff, but she basically, I just send her the stuff and she does the taxes for me. So, because, yeah, it's different. Because, normally you just got your income tax. Like, nah, you got sales tax, you got payroll tax. Like, it's crazy, man. It's a lot more to go into it. And I would say, like, the job itself is not hard. Like, I bake the donuts. I make them and stuff. I like it because I love to cook and shit. But one thing that's interesting is, like, the day-to-day stuff, man. Like, putting in orders and, like you said, the taxes and all that kind of stuff. It's like making sure the store is good, your employees are good. It's another stress level. But, I'm hoping, like, this goes well, and then I could take that experience back into coaching. Like, you think about applying for like a head coaching position. Like, not only do I have experience managing kids, or like if I want to be an AD one day, it's like, I understand money. I've managed a business, which is essentially what an athletic director does. You're managing managers, crew, finances, and all that kind of stuff. So that experience, like, it can carry over, What do I think about the playoff going to 16 teams? They should keep it at 12. 16 is good for me, man. Any Poindexters in the trailer? I didn't see none. I didn't see any Poindexters in the trailer. I did not see any. I like his account, man. That's why I want to see some college football stuff. Montana State. Cross-platform confirmed. You can decommit and road to glory. Yes, as you should be able to. I wish you could do that last year. Just schedule all my games at night, please. I'm telling you, dude, that night games is awesome, man. Like, dude, stupid. Stupid level of detail, man. Like, you can look at that. You don't know if that's real or a video game. We know it's a video game because we know where it's from. That resolution ain't that hot either, though. I'm telling you, dude, fire, man. Fire. I love it. Trophy room confirmed. Yup. Touchdown light show. Yup. I have to get into one of those dynasties also we could decommit. They killed the visuals at night. Yeah, dude, the visuals at night is like, look at that, dude. The light show, what? Now I will say Fridays, I'm definitely gonna go watch some college football games, some high school football games. Oh, that's gonna be difficult because I'd have to go to work as soon as it's over. Yes, sir. Two different, like, this is dope. Like, you had a night game here, and and then here, like, just completely different. Now, like I always said, the quality in this picture is not good compared to here, but dude, it's still like, dude, that's dope. Night games on the road against a good opponent in Virginia Tech, dude. One thing Virginia Tech used to always be known for is night games. Night games in Blacksburg. That's pretty dope. A lot of political stuff on my Twitter account. Creates his own version of this amazing play in its first look. Yeah, they did, didn't they? That's pretty cool. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Super excited for everything that this game is bringing to the table. Yeah, it's always stuff that they could do better. I got to figure out who I'm going to play with, like, on the channel. If I blow out Bama on a team like Purdue at home on the road. You probably will, man. You probably will. That was always like one cool thing to do, like quiet the crowd and stuff. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. I'm super excited for this. This game is going to be... I'm waiting to see what the coach... Like, they're adding 300 coaches. They make a point to say that. Like, you got to do something with coaching. I can't wait to see that. Imagine the game winning plays this year with the... Like, yeah, dude. Night games in Lane Stadium. In Virginia hit different. The atmosphere would take your breath away. That was everything for me growing up. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I want to... Like, my brother used to be a... What? My brother was a big Virginia Tech fan. You I still hear from Chris? Yeah. Chris, I talked to him the other day on like TikTok. He messaged me on there. Cookie cake? What? This is no consolation prize. Cookie cake ice cream runner up for today. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that was a new little flavor. A new little flavor, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited, man. It is. Look at that. Yes, sir. We will retweet that all day. Coaching carousel needs an overhaul. Job interviews would be stupid. I said that, man. I would like I said, I like that they say, like, hey, this school is interested in you. But I would like to, kind of, if the school not so much interested, but I'm interested in the school, to, like, throw my hat in the ring for it. You know what I'm saying? That'd be real dope. When Tyrod was still playing there, Tyrod Taylor, Marcus Vick, Michael Vick. Like, yeah, that era was awesome, dude. That's when my brother was a big fan. Vic was awesome in the video games. Cheat code. Marcus was alright, but Tyrod Taylor, yeah. And D'Angelo Hall, like, yeah, dude. He was who was that receiver? I can't think of the big time receiver that was at Virginia Tech, but my brother was a big fan of his. Maybe coaches are locked to playbooks when hiring staff. I don't think it'll be that. Yeah, no, I don't know. You think like if you hire an offensive coordinator that runs a scheme that you got to run that scheme? I like that, but that's not realistic. Like when you see a coach's schemes, it's like I may specialize in veer and shoot, but you know I get hired on to coach his offensive coordinator, and he runs pro style offense. You know what I'm saying? You got to adapt. But in reality, like if I'm the head coach and I want to hire an offensive coordinator, I'm going to hire them based on the offense that I want to run. So like you should know, hey, this guy specializes in this and that. And that's who you want to get. So I do like that idea. If they lock it. Now it makes it to where you have to go after specific coordinators. And that's why you don't see just any coordinator going to any team in that sense. Like make job decisions based on fit. If school loves air raid, but in the interview I'm talking beer. Well, big they already do that. Like the game, when you get these offers, there's a lot of factors that go into it. That's why you don't just have, you win 3 national championships back to back and you enter the coaching carousel. That's why you don't have every single team that's looking for a coach offering you a job, because some of them, like some of the requirements are even like you have to be an alma mater of the school, or they look for certain archetypes. You have to be a program builder or a recruiter, and your scheme can even cause you to not get a job opportunity from a certain school. So they already do that. They just don't kind of put it out in the forefront like that. One thing that's weird to me is that if I'm an offensive coordinator, I even get offers to be a defensive coordinator. I don't know any coach in college, Power 4, Power 5, whatever, that was an offensive coordinator and then switches up and becomes a defensive coordinator. Because it's so much depth to these schemes, offensively and defensively, that you really don't have a coach that does both, if that makes sense. So I don't know why the game does that. If I'm an offensive coordinator, why are you offering me a job as a defensive coordinator? And vice versa. Ryan Williams was a grinder in the run game. I hope they upgrade recruiting logic. No reason Bama should have 6 quarterbacks on their roster and another one committed. Dog, you'd be amazed how many players these colleges actually have on their rosters, though. Some of them do be like having 5 and 6 quarterbacks and stuff. But I get what you're saying, I'm so hyped for this DM low key. Made me even more hyped. Appreciate it, man. That's what we here to do, man. Actually, I'm not here to hype you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to provide evidence. I'm here to provide information, and you make that, you know what I'm saying? You get hyped from it based off of what y'all see, see in here. Adding counter pitches would be nice if you have better grades than another team. Yeah, I would like that, to where, like, let's say they got their top 3. You could go in and say, hey, your top pick or your third pick is Alabama. Hey, they do this, but we do this better. You know what I'm saying? Comparing. Yeah, I like that. Ohio State put in their 4th string quarterback against Tennessee because they were winning by so much. Yeah, teams be having 4 and 5 guys, and then not to mention, you see that a lot in college too, because you can redshirt guys. And then with the transfer portal the way it is, you kind of take, as much as you can get, because you never know when somebody gonna transfer out or something. Imagine gaming in 10 years. Dude, the way the technology is advancing, imagine gaming in 5 years, Google Veo. Yeah, Google Veo. I was looking at that Veo stuff, dog. It's pretty. Yeah, and this is Veo 3. I didn't even know it was a 1 and 2. But that junk is crazy, man. You're so silly. Bro, I need to give me something to eat, man. I don't even think I ate yet today. I haven't eaten. But what do I want to eat? I don't need to eat no fast food, but I don't feel like cooking nothing. The portal needs to be its own recruiting model. It really kind of is, though. What do you mean by that? Go into a little more detail. Why can't they use AI for the game commentary? AI is expensive for one, and then two, there is a sense of okay, so they already do use AI, if that makes sense. So like whenever they use the terms dynamic, that's artificial intelligence because the game is looking at certain scenarios and it's using certain like commentary, for example. The game looks and says it looks at all the data for your dynasty and it customizes the audio that's put in there, the commentary that's put in there to mirror your game. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, that's artificial intelligence because the game itself is doing that. There's not somebody sitting there saying in this scenario, say this kind of deal. You know, anytime you see the word dynamic, you know, like that's the game. That's artificial intelligence. It's a low level of artificial intelligence, but it's still artificial intelligence. It's programmed. Same thing with dynamic weather. You know, the game calculates a passing of time and it simulates that with the change in lighting or weather or whatever the case may be. So in a sense, it is a low level of AI, but it is there. AI just means artificial intelligence. You know, this computer that I'm on, a calculator is artificial intelligence. It's, you know, well, like updated the commentary. They updated the commentary. They added a bunch of stuff to it. It needs to be a certain action tailored for the portal. Right now, portal is non-existent for lower schools. That's not true. Actually, I have built programs from the transfer portal. It just depends, man. Like it just depends on how your play style is, what you bring to the table. But I have literally I've taken a program that was crap, and because of the transfer portal, I literally went and won a national championship the next year with the talent that I got from the portal. You would like to update the commentary. I already said portal should have to be encouraging players to leave also. Players shouldn't just disappear. It's their way of cutting players. And then too, because when you tell a player, you basically tell them to hit the portal. You're taking their scholarship away. So yeah, they do leave instant. But I get what you're saying. Like if you tell them to hit the portal, then you should see them in the portal when the portal opens. Commentary is what I'm most excited for in this game. I'm gonna be honest. I can't wait to see it. I hope it is more exciting. And people got to understand too that last year's game, the commentary was the way it was too because a lot of that was recorded during COVID. So, you know, they couldn't come into the studio. They couldn't do certain things. Now they can still do it from home, but things are just different. MLB The Show does commentary the best out of any sport game. I would be happy with anything close to that. I hear somebody out there cutting their grass. I need to cut mine, man. Oh, shoot. Well, guys, I'm hungry now. I'm finna go get me something to eat because I got other stuff I got to get done today. But, dog, I appreciate every single last one of y'all coming out to the stream, man. It has been awesome. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't. Pay attention to the post, the communities tab post, because I'll be posting on there and stuff. You know, once we know the dates for the deep dives and things like that. We'll definitely be doing live streams for those, just like we did for this one, man. And you know, have some fun, chill, talk, communicate, laugh, joke, whatever. It's awesome. I love doing these live streams. I need to do these more often. Time flies. It's already we've been streaming for 3 hours for a 2-minute trailer. Like, but it's a lot of information, man. And a lot of what we broke down in yesterday's video actually came to fruition. So that's always cool to see when your speculations turn out to be true. But appreciate y'all, man. Till next time, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.